You gotta grow up with thick skin because you guys are just roasting each other, right?
Oh, dude, tell me about it. I think we've all made each other cry like 5 times.
If you didn't make your homie cry, are you guys even homies, right?
Me and
certified crash out right
me and
there.
Kev almost fought. Oh yeah, I'm a certified crash out.
I know. This guy will be like,
I think everybody knows what
you guys ain't talked to me in like 3 weeks. Like, but didn't you feel good?
Hey, dude, I applaud you though for being vocal about your feelings because I'm definitely that type of person. I'll be like, man, I haven't talked to my homeboys in a minute. Are they mad at me?
Oh hell no! I hit the group chat and be like, why nobody fucking with me right now?
What's up, y'all? We are back with another episode of Unquestionable The Podcast, and we are here with the boy Christian from It Can't Be That Bad, the podcast.
Yes. Oh, what's up, y'all? Thanks for having me.
We got him.
Thanks for coming out today, bro. We appreciate
you,
you,
bro.
bro.
You guys invited me to a mansion. Your viewers can't see it, but you guys, we're in Beverly Hills right now.
In the hills.
It's just a little clubhouse.
It looks dope, though. I mean, I feel like royalty here.
Appreciate
you. And appreciate you for saving us from the mishap, man. Aaron,
dude,
you got to come clean to the people.
Yeah, what happened, bro?
For the people that don't know, me and Chris make the show go round. And if it wasn't for us, like, it would not be possible. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Long story short, Aaron forgot the mics. He brought 3.
Yeah, had a little mishap, but you know, the boy
But I'm
Chris
taking
had to
full
come
accountability because usually when something goes bad on somebody else's end, everything the blame gets thrown everywhere else. So I'm taking full accountability. I did have a technical mishap. I forgot the mics.
And our boy Christian came in clutch.
But I came tripped out, ready to go. We don't talk about this guy's outfit. He wore it 3 times ago in the outfit. Check out season 1, episode
Everybody
6.
in the comments said, wear it again.
This guy wore this hoodie.
I wore it once.
Season 2, episode 3. Check it out.
Yeah,
He wore it.
I wasn't supposed to be here.
Dude, is anyone safe on this podcast? No one's safe.
Not even the guests.
Dude, what? Because I'm an outfit repeater. If I was like a regular...
Bro, so am I. And then they be on me like, hey, you wore that 3 episodes ago, 5 episodes ago. I'm
And
like,
then that hat he got in 2018. I'm gonna say right now. So there's that. You
You
know,
have good memory, dude.
dude. It's like, come on, bro, get your swag up. You know what I mean? Straight up.
Aaron's talking in his shirt straight out of H&M right now.
It's from Banana Republic. It's from Banana Republic.
It's on the $10 rack.
Can't afford it. No, he's lying.
Dude, I used to work at H&M. I know those shirts too.
It's Banana Republic, dude. You don't know.
No, I'm kidding.
Check the tag.
That's hilarious.
Check the text. It's Banana Republic.
It's good. I believe you. I believe you.
We pocket watching right now, man. We're pocket watching.
Dude, H&M is the good store, though. Shout out H&M one
It's
time.
a good store when you wear the shirt once, but once you throw that thing into a dryer, it turns into a crop top.
It's done.
Yeah, man.
I loved H&M. I still do love H&M. I used to shop there throughout college.
Yeah, you get a good-
through and
Yeah,
thin.
dude.
But like how
one
you're
shirt.
saying, you wear one shirt and then you wear it and you're just like, did I gain weight or fuck?
Well, they're made for tiny Swedish men. That's why.
Swedish, man, huh?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a Swedish company. That's
Is
why.
it?
Yeah.
What is up with, who is the Swedish? Where's Swedish? From like Sweden? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Where else?
But they're tinier there. You would think that Filipinos are smaller. I mean, just look at every single Filipino basketball player. They don't surpass 5'5".
But they be hooping. No, I tell you
What
what.
Filipino
dude,
basketball player you know? I don't know any.
Yeah, they don't exist. That's why they just
Crazy.
they just go into boxing, man. Pacquiao.
Hey, shout out the boy Manny.
Yeah, dude.
Shout out the boy
I think there's a
Manny.
couple in the NBA. Jordan Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson?
What's his
Jordan
name?
Clarkson?
Is it?
Jordan Clarkson 6'3". This guy's talking about the shorties.
But they're all. Oh my bad. I know, but still, I'm talking about
Jalen Green too.
Jalen Green too. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
Jalen
naming some
Green.
Filipino, notable Filipino.
Are they
players.
full Filipino though?
No.
That's the
Honestly,
thing,
they're mixed.
man.
Yeah, they are mixed.
Once you
He's
get-
talking about full blown-y.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Nah, I mean, I'm living proof. I'm part Filipino, but
Yeah.
so little. And I guess
Okay, yeah, this is the
my
first
Mexican
time
and
I'm
Native
hearing
American
this.
side came out, and I didn't become that.
Where do you think you're part Filipino?
My grandma's Filipino.
Where is this coming from?
Filipino.
Where?
My grandma's Filipino. You know this.
I met your grandma.
You know this.
How tall are you?
6'2".
Damn.
That was an accident.
Damn, dude.
I'm the milkman's baby.
Wow,
Because my
man.
dad's 5'7". Shout out Mad Dog out there.
When did you get a growth spurt? Was it like in high school?
I think probably about So I was probably like dumbass short, like 5'6", 5'7", all the way up until 8th grade. And then 8th grade, I shot up to like 5'10".
Yeah.
Probably sophomore year, I think I sprouted up to at least 6 foot.
Fuck, dude, I'm still waiting for my growth spurt, man. Because my brother's 6'1", and so when I was growing up, I saw him grow up, right? And I was like, I'm gonna be that tall.
You're like, damn, I got it good.
Fuck, dude, but no, I just gained weight instead, and I was 255 pounds in like high school, man.
No shit.
Yeah, I was a thickie. Yeah.
Well, damn, you lost a lot of weight, bro.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
You look good.
I appreciate it. That's what my first breakup did. It was just like,
It tends to do that. It tends to do that. You got to work on yourself after
You
that.
went straight to the gym?
yeah, I was running miles and miles and miles, and I was just like, damn, if she doesn't want me when I'm fat, she's gonna want me when I'm looking good.
I look good.
Yeah,
Come on.
she still didn't want me. It's cool though.
It's fine, guys.
He's like, by the time I look good, I didn't want her either.
Yeah, man, but it's cool. Yeah, I'm happy. I mean, I'm tall for a Filipino, so I'm cool. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you're not as short as Kev over here.
He looks taller than me.
really
I think
6
I'm the
foot tall,
smallest person in this building, right?
I mean, you're probably airtight. I feel
That's
like
crazy.
You're taller than you.
I'm taller than Ken, bro. That's crazy.
You're definitely not taller than me, motherfucker.
Now, the backstory is fucking Kevin's dad is tall as shit.
yeah.
And his little brother is
Like
fucking
6'7".
about as
My
tall
little
as me.
brother's 6'2", yeah. My little brother's 6'2", yeah.
His dad's like 6'7". Like his
My dad's
dude.
6'5".
And he got the short end of the
yeah.
stick.
The genetic pool is fucked up, man.
Man, you never know what you're getting.
Doesn't
It's
make
random.
any sense, man. My brother got like all of the hunter-gatherer genetics. Dude, and I got none of it. And that's why, like, I feel like when God made me, he was just like, his
He's just
physical...
a basket weaver.
He's going to pick berries. We'll just make him good at karaoke. Is all it is. And he's going to be fine.
He knows how to whip that fucking cord around.
I complain when there's no mic stand.
You know what's funny? My best friend is Filipino as well, and I always send him just the funniest Filipino memes. And it's always like karaoke,
Yep.
jumping into the Jeeps.
Jumping into them is a crazy thing.
It's just, and he loves it. He loves seeing those memes because it reminds him of the homeland.
Oh, dude.
So that's one thing I just, I try to show love,
We're a funny people, dude. We're a funny species, Filipinos. We're always happy.
It's crazy. You guys speak Spanish and English and Asian. It's a crazy. You guys speak very much dialect, is what it is, right?
Dialect.
Dude, it's the conquistadors. That's why.
Because there's
what it
Spanish, there's English, and then there's that other. What
Do you know what language Filipinos speak?
No, I don't.
Tagalog.
That's what it is. They speak Tagalog.
That's the universal
Yeah.
Filipino language, and there's also like subgenres or like other dialects.
And where does the Spanish come from? How does that happen?
Man, I mean they came.
I need the history behind it.
They came from Spain on a boat on ships and just came to the motherland. They're just like, we own you now.
Like, this is our spot now.
Yep. Just the same that they did to Mexico. Yeah.
If you guys didn't know,
Central
the
America.
homie's dad speaks Spanish, and he was talking Spanish to me, and I was like, wow. How you know that? You know what I mean?
Who?
The boy Noel. Uncle Ray, he speaks Spanish. And it spooked me out, and he was talking me crazy, and I was like, what? How you know this?
It's funny, though, because our boy, he's a light skin. His dad's a light skin.
Oh, yeah, he's Filipino.
Oh, I
So
very
you
much.
look at him and you just think like he's like of Asian descent. But then he starts talking and you're like, oh shit, this guy's Filipino. Like,
And he knows like 4 different languages, and I'm like, what?
Dude, I want to be a racially ambiguous Filipino.
right? Like, I don't want you to know what I am by looking at me.
Dude, everyone knows what I am when they see me from a mile away, man. I think it's just how flat my face is.
At least, I mean, hey, there's the pluses and the minuses, I guess. Everybody always mistakes me for the wrong ethnicity.
What do they think you are?
What do you think he is actually? Before
Yeah. Let's hear it.
You look like one of my homies that is, what is he? He is, I think he's Pakistani. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I get a lot of
okay,
Pakistani. I get a lot of like Middle Eastern. I
Yeah.
get rarely Filipino. A lot of people, they'll either assume I'm like someone straight off the border, like I only even speak English, or they'll go to like Middle Eastern, Pakistani. But I'm Native American, Mexican, and Filipino.
Damn, dude. Yeah, you got a whole slurry of things.
Exactly.
I wish I was that, dude.
I was a mutt.
When I was in middle school, a lot of people thought I was Indian because I think I don't know if I give that off. It could be my skin tone, But yeah, there was an Indian kid that walked up to me at the basketball courts because I was new.
No.
I just moved from Pittsburgh to Benicia. And I was just, I didn't have any friends because I was the new kid. And there was this Indian kid that walked up to me and I was like, oh shit, I'm going to make a new friend today. And he said, hey, what part of India are you from?
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. And I was just like, I'm not, I'm from here. I'm Filipino.
That's funny.
Yeah,
I have a similar story.
Broke his heart.
At my local 7-Eleven when I first moved back to Sac from being out here at East Bay, me and my homies had an apartment, and then we had like the local 7-Eleven, and there was the homie there named Love. That's what his name tag said, Love. The first time I walked in there, we were just hella drunk, probably like barred out off of Xanax or some shit. And this fool just starts talking to me in like Pakistani or whatever their language is. And then I'm just like so torn back, and I'm just like, I'm looking at his name tag, I'm like, Love, what are you talking about, bro? And he's like, oh shit, my bad, bro. He's like, I thought you spoke my language. And I was like, respectfully, I appreciate that.
How long did you let it go on for? Like 4 minutes?
A good minute. Because I was so gone, bro, that I didn't know he was talking to me.
Spitting his language.
I was just like this. I was like, oh shit, you're talking to me. I thought he was my bad, bro. For a second. I'm like,
damn, these bars are hard.
I'm like, well, because, okay, with all due respect, a lot of times they'd be like on the phone or something. They're talking or they're talking to someone in the back and shit. So I'm like sitting there and I'm just like, oh shit, no, I just need a pizza, bro. It's 2 a.m. I'm at a 7-Eleven. I'm like, give me a little pizza.
Yeah, that's diabolical.
Dang.
That's as down bad as you could be when you go to 7-Eleven at 2 a.m. and you're getting a little $7 pizza.
I'll tell you what, when I was a youngin', dude, I used to get this 7-Eleven hot dogs.
I've been there, done that.
That's the move. Oh man, the taquitos.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
Every time I look at the taquitos, I feel like my cholesterol goes
Nah,
up.
the taquitos are
facts.
diabolical, dude. Those will put you in a coma for sure.
Yeah, but that coma's kind of worth it, ain't
I'm
it?
about to say, you get 5 of those Johns, you're satisfied, you're full. Next morning, though, your stomach's gonna be, hey.
Yeah, dude. What you said? What? Most of you guys are 27, right?
Yeah.
27.
You guys are.
Aaron's 35.
You guys feeling the late 20s? Yeah.
Dude, I was just saying right before you walked in, so it's this thing. I was asking Chris, I was like, is it a tall guy thing or what? I was like, because a lot of people have been telling this dude, they didn't really understand me. So for me now, recently, what's my thing is no matter how I'm sitting, if I'm sitting down or even if I put my leg up or something like on my knee, the second I get up, my hip is so tight.
Ooh.
And it's not like I like crippled, but I feel like just falling down type shit. Like I got to stretch it out for a second. Then I get a couple steps and I'm like, okay, I'm loose now. I can walk.
Oh, dude, me and my lady, whenever we drop something, we're starting to sound like bubble wrap. Dude,
cracking everywhere.
Something's always popping and cracking. Like I for sure got back issues because I'm like top heavy. I got like a big ass chest and like no lower half. And so my posture is always fucked up. So I always just try to get this is the thing. So I'm dating like a 4'11" Asian girl, like a Filipino. So it's just like I have like a masseuse at home, right? Okay. So she uses her little geisha feet to just walk on my back and like crack that thing. Highly recommend getting yourselves
Dude,
a
that sounds nice. That sounds nice.
a pocket Asian lady. Yeah. Get yourselves one of them.
Where'd you meet her at?
Dude, we met at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. We both worked there.
No way.
I was a singer and she
worked
was
there?
a dancer.
Really? What'd you do there?
I was a singer and she was a dancer.
Singer, let me hear your voice.
Let's run it back to the karaoke. Let's run it back to the Filipino karaoke. I feel like a lot of Filipinos have the capability to sing, if not sing really well. Are you
But
one of
before
them?
It's kind of my thing. Yeah, I'm like a singer. That's like that was my first passion.
Where were you singing at Six Flags? Like, what was your character? Like, what? What are you?
Disneyland.
Why are you singing at Six Flags
He's
right
thinking
now?
you're in the Bugs Bunny costume. Like,
Where are you singing? Where are you singing? Where are you singing at Six Flags?
Well, we got hired for the holiday season, so I was in like a Santa suit singing "I'll Be Home for Christmas." Or
So you sing, dude? Like you?
it's, I mean, it's kind
I've
of
seen
a,
the videos.
It's a
Wow. Did you
thanks,
see
man.
him too?
Yeah.
It's like a path of what do you call it? A rite of passage. Doing karaoke, and so that's what I learned. And so like I mean that was like my first passion was singing. And so I was just like right out of college, I was like, how am I gonna make some money other than H&M?
Shout out H&M.
Yeah, so I started working at
Chris
Six
shops
Flags.
there. He's acting smoochy right now, bro.
I still got some H&M clothes, dude. I ain't tripping about that. But she
Bougie shops there too. I ain't gonna lie to you on that one.
he has a babe shirt on.
He wore that 4 times already last season, bro. That shit old as fuck.
It's a fire shirt. I wish I had it.
No, you don't.
But she was a dancer. She was like a hip hop dancer, and so I met her there, and it's like the most fairy tale story ever type thing. So
That's awesome, bro. How long have you guys been together?
11 years,
Oh,
man.
congratulations to that, bro.
Yeah.
That is some
Thank
time
you.
right there.
You
Congratulations
can't
to that.
say it's a
So
fairy
this is
tale.
your person right here.
It's my person.
Hell yeah.
What were you gonna say?
You can't say it's a fairy tale story and not explain. Give us the clip. Come on, what happened?
All right, it was one
How
of
it
those
worked
things
out,
where
or?
I had seen her dancing, and I was like, man, this girl's cute.
Whoa,
Yeah,
my
but
man's right here.
And I'd recently just lost all my weight, right? So I didn't have that confidence yet. So I was like, I'm not gonna talk to this girl. So I didn't talk to her. But during that same rehearsal, I had to go up and sing. And so I sang, I'll be home for Christmas, because that's what I was assigned to do. And supposedly, and I don't want to toot my own horn here, but like her and this other tiny Filipino girl, they were like, they both thought I was good looking. And then my girl,
Oh, you had options.
well, in girl code, she called dibs. My lady called dibs
there you go.
like 14 years ago. And
Were you feeling the friend or no?
the friend. That's a crazy question. That's a crazy question. You know, the girl, I mean, her friend is like, you know, her face is symmetrical. Her eyes are where they need to be. She's like, you know, if, yeah, I mean,
In another life, maybe.
not what I was saying at all. But anything I say is kind of a lose-lose situation.
We'll cut it from it.
I ain't tripping. I was feeling her platonically. There we go.
There you go.
But yeah,
She's
anyway.
a good friend, Eric. Enough with the question.
That's a great question, dude. But yeah, I mean, we just had a mutual friend at Six Flags that kind of exchanged our numbers. Like he gave her my number, and dude, it was so foreign to me. I'd never felt a girl liking me first. Do you guys know what that? You guys were all just quiet. Just like, we're used to just
My boy Kev gave it because
No, Kev gets bitches, bro. I don't know why you trying to
He
put him
can
on
relate
like
to that a little bit because back in the day, Kev was a little shorter. He didn't hit his growth spurt yet. He was a little more heavier set. But when we fucking graduated high school, this fool hit like a 180 and just slim and ripped the fuck out.
Yeah.
And he started getting hella hoes.
Oh, dude! I mean, look at that! Look at that smile on that face. He looks like he's up to no good.
It's funny because we was talking about this the other day. Me and him and Kev, or Aaron.
rough right now.
Because he used to have my boy Kev went through a ponytail phase. And he had a ponytail for the longest. And I told Aaron, I said, once he hit that ponytail phase, he didn't want to let go because as soon as he hit that phase, body was right, fool was like yoked up in the gym and everything.
Yep.
And he was getting the hoes,
I was
bro.
living in Southern California. That was why.
He was getting hoes,
Did
bro.
you understand what was going on when that shift happened?
I mean, yeah, of course. It's just like a different mentality. Like, also too, it's like when you lived in we lived in Northern California and then moving to Southern California, it's just like nobody knows you out there. So it kind of gives you an extra added confidence. A little
You got
bit.
a new start, is what it was.
That's pretty much what it
Because I'm like born and raised in the Bay Area, and I never left. Right? I moved from Pittsburgh to I went to school in Benicia, and now I live in Vallejo. So I don't even know what it's like to start a new life.
I need a new restart.
What does that mean?
Either to move somewhere or move somewhere out there again.
Do you like the Bay Area?
I love the Bay Area. The Bay Area is cool.
I love the Bay, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I wish
I
I could
just
move
know
back.
that Southern California moves. Everything's a lot faster out there. A lot more stuff to do. I mean, there's stuff to do in the Bay Area, and don't get me wrong, there's multiple things to do in the Bay Area, but Southern California has just always been like second home.
I've been opposite end of the spectrum. I choose the Bay every time. If you ask me where I want to start a family, have my kids, and raise them, it's
Yeah.
Bay Area. all
What
day.
part of the Bay would you do that?
Honestly, right here in Oakland.
Yeah.
Really, I'd be down right here in Oakland, and if not Oakland, maybe somewhere surrounding, maybe like Daly City, San
Ooh,
Francisco,
okay.
surrounding the city.
Surrounding the Filipinos, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta stay home.
He's Filipino.
He wants to be with his people. I mean, Sac is cool too because I mean, Sac has like a different feel. Like sometimes I'm in that mood where I'm itching for like, and you might judge me downtown Sac. I'm like, all right, I'm kind of down for the Doko right now.
Yeah, facts.
Doko's lit, bro.
Facts.
I love it. I love going back. I'm not gonna lie.
It came up a lot because I mean, hey, you asked me about when I had my fake ID at 19 and we're going out. What was like dive bar, zebra bar.
Dive bar was
the little
lit.
low key
The
spots.
zebra bar,
I mean,
damn.
they were popping like for a little 19-year-old in the bar, but like right now, Sac
talking
scene
about
is
the
actually
past.
pretty hot right now. There's a lot of fun stuff to do.
It's been a minute since I've gone. I just remember Dive Bar. Dive Bar was probably one of the first joints. That and
That was
Mangoes.
diabolical for sure.
Dive bar was the spot to be on a Saturday night.
Dude, I didn't
will
know if
tell
I
you
was
what.
just so drunk the first time I went there, but I was like, there are mermaids in
Dude,
here.
and that was the littest part. That
I
was
was
the
just
littest
like,
part.
what
They did do that.
What am I looking at?
It's supposedly in that new Sacramento movie with Michael Cera.
No, it's not
they
for real. Dive
they
Bar.
supposedly
Oh,
hit
no
Dive
shit.
Bar and showed the mermaids.
That movie
That's
hasn't dropped yet?
crazy.
Yeah, so if you're not from Sacramento and you want to see what we're
I
talking
thought it
about,
came out already.
I think it
check
did.
it out.
Yeah, I think it came out, yeah.
I didn't mean.
What's
to
it
say
called?
that.
I don't know.
Sacramento.
It's called Sacramento.
What? And it's
What
Michael
about
Cera.
the Tiana Taylor movie? That movie dropped yet or not yet?
Coming soon. Coming soon.
Coming soon. No.
But yeah,
that one
Michael
too is in
Cera.
Sacramento. Did you know that?
That was in
What?
Galt.
Tiana Taylor and
It's in Galt
Leonardo-
and Lodi in Stockton.
No, it isn't.
Oh, she's from
Yeah, it's
Galt.
right by
No,
her.
she's not, no.
No, it just was shot at a baseball park in Galt.
Oh,
like
I
a small
see.
little town right outside of
Yeah.
El Grove in Sacramento.
Galt is where we
Gotcha.
all grew up and went to
Oh,
elementary
dude, I'm
school.
familiar with Galt. I mean, there's like some people got properties where they might as well have a ranch. You know,
Oh,
there's like a lot of
really?
open
Okay.
space, man.
Facts,
Yeah, no, definitely.
Galt is nice. I mean, Sac is cool too. You all got an IKEA that I dig a lot.
IKEA is the spot though, am I right? Like you can go in there and get lost for hours and not buy a goddamn thing.
Yeah, dude.
And then
What's up with that?
afterwards.
Like what's up with that?
And you can still get lunch afterwards, you know.
Walk out with a good hot
Bro,
dog.
I'd be
Like,
sitting there like,
And you can get your steps in, and then get yourself a little
The
lunch
thing about
afterwards.
IKEA that makes me really sad is that I see all this, like, you know, they kind of curate this bedroom or this office or this living room in such a perfect fashion where you kind of envision your life there. And you're envisioning it for like a good 5 minutes, and then you snap back to reality, and you're just like, I have none of this.
yeah,
Exactly.
I don't own any of this.
Exactly. You go and you're like, this bed looks so sick, but you're looking into like a minimalistic room that looks so nice. And you take it back to your cluttered little room and it looks
dude.
out of place and too big. And you're just like, I got bamboozled.
Yeah, dude. Did you guys ever live in those days where you just had a mattress on the floor type thing?
Oh, yeah.
Those are my
I
favorite
had just
days.
The box,
Those are my fucking
box spring with the
favorite
mattress
days.
on top.
Dude,
The bed
yeah.
didn't shake. Your next door neighbor didn't hear you. It's good.
And then when the girls come over, you be like, I promise my bed just broke. I'm on my
Yeah.
new one's on the way. And you're not gonna even know
Oh
me
man,
long
the
enough
bed
to
frame's
see
on the
new one.
way type of
It's on
thing,
the
and
way.
they show
Don't
them
worry about
something
it.
nice.
Don't worry about it.
No. I had the bed frame, but I didn't have the sticks in the middle. So the mattress was on the floor with the frame still. Yeah, so it was like a race car bed without the race car. That's how I
just sitting there.
Yeah, so there was no shaky, no. You know what I'm
That
saying?
is like a main factor that you need when shopping for a bed. You're the type of shit that goes to like.
I've been
I'm like,
around.
let me look at the reviews. How does this hold up? How does
Do you
this
go to a
hold up?
mattress store and you're like pushing on it? You're just like,
He's
yeah,
like, let me see.
I'll take this one.
It can be solo or it could be doubles. Yeah, I'm trying either or.
Or you could go get a mattress and you can get a bed frame that's extra loud so that you can let the neighbors know that you
Or
are
if
fucking.
not, I'll tell you what. Just put your. If you keep the mattress, if you keep the mattress on the ground, you just drag it to the middle of the room and you good. It ain't nothing to it.
Dude, so
It ain't nothing to it.
with my first girlfriend,
Use some skin. Yes, sir.
with my first girlfriend, I had one of those situations at my mom's house where
Do you miss her?
Shut up, let him finish. You're a fucking idiot.
I was been with somebody for
no,
11 years.
I know. Did you ever envision a future with her?
Hey, he's trying
Do
to
you
he's
still
trying to
do
see your
that?
PR train, bro. He's trying to do your PR train.
With her, I had one of those situations where it was a mattress on the floor.
It was your mattress or was it hers?
It was my mattress in my mom's spot.
Yeah.
And I thought since we have this dumb boy theory where like, okay, there's no bed frame, so you can't hear the shaking. If you turn the fan on, you could be louder. If you turn the fan on with the TV on, you could be as loud as you want.
It's cake.
No, dude, that is not the case.
You ain't never built a house.
For 9 months, like that's how long we dated. I thought, the room was soundproof with the TV on and the fan blasting. And after we broke up, I found out later on that, so like down the hall from my bedroom, my family's very Catholic, and we had this altar with the Santo Niño on there, and where my dad would pray there every single day.
In the house?
He said that every single day while he was praying the rosary, he would hear me and my ex just
Going at it. Hey, how embarrassing was that? Like, because you're so confident the whole time, and then you sit there and you're just like, wait, what?
What time did you think like it was safe to just get jiggy?
I thought my dad went to bed at like 10:30, so come 11 p.m. I was like,
And then come 11 p.m. he's just praying.
probably, dude. So I don't know if he was embarrassed or what if he secretly was like, yeah,
That's what I was gonna ask.
my boy.
I was gonna ask, like, not to be weird, but is he low-key?
But my boy.
Is he low-key W mans for letting it be?
Because he never told me. He never talked to me about it.
He's like, can't cock block my dog. What the
Where you live?
Are you like the only son or?
No, I have an older brother.
And did your older brother get action or? What's going on around
He got
here?
more action than I did. Like I said, he was.
So it was probably nothing. He was just
6'2".
like, okay, my next one.
He was probably worried about me because I told you I grew up fat, and I think since I grew up fat, I had a lot of friends that were girls, and I was able to bring them home.
Hey.
And usually, responsible parents are supposed to be like, "Hey, leave the door open, like leave it cracked open." No, they just let me close that
Like,
shit.
do what you want.
Yeah, because they probably didn't think I was doing anything because I was just a fat boy.
And little did they know you had game the whole time, huh? That's what it was, dude. They thought, oh, my son, not him. And then, hey, ball's in his court. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't that our ball?
Yes, sir.
No,
That's
funny,
crazy.
dude. I mean, hey, I've gone through similar stuff.
I remember my youth.
Yeah,
You remember your high
I think
school
it's about
days.
the same way. I was feeling the same type of shit. Like, oh, I'm golden. Nobody ever heard anything. And I think somewhere along the line, too, my mom brought up one thing, and I'm like, oh shit, no way. I'm like, damn, this is like the 7th girl I brought home. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Dude.
Like, what?
I feel like, if it is a problem, they'll say something. Someone will say
That's
something,
how I feel.
right?
I'm like, if it's that serious, if it's not enough to where you can still turn the TV and you'll be fine, you're going to watch a movie in your room, I think we're good.
yeah,
If
yeah.
it's past 15 volume, you got a problem.
You count the number that it's on.
That's crazy.
Damn, dude.
If she louder than the gunshot, it's something else. You know what I'm saying?
This is a good time. I feel like I'm just kicking it with the homies. You guys just for real just
Hey,
been
we
kicking it like
boys.
this.
Come, show me some love. Show me some
Nah, it really is though, man. I mean, and this is the type of stuff that that I really appreciate is like
This was about.
the not only the energy but the vibe and just like the ease of it. The whole thing, just being so comfortable enough to just talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's the
man.
beauty of everything.
No, you guys definitely come off as that friend group where you gotta grow up with thick skin because you guys just roasting each other, right?
Oh, dude, tell me about it.
Shit,
Tell me
dude.
about it. I think we've all made each other cry like 5 times.
Ooh. Well, that's how you like strengthen a friendship, right? If you didn't make your homie cry, are you guys even homies, right?
Right, dude?
No, for real.
Come on.
But Mars.
Or fight.
Yeah, I know.
Me and
Certified crash out right
me and
there.
Kev almost fought. Oh yeah, I'm a certified crash out.
I know. This guy will be
I think
like,
everybody knows that.
you guys ain't talked to me in like 3 weeks. Like, but didn't you feel good? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, dude, I applaud you though for being vocal about your feelings because I'm definitely that type of person. I'll be like, man, I haven't talked to my homeboys in a minute. Are they mad at me?
Oh hell no! I hit the group chat and be like, why nobody fucking with me right now? I'd be like, I sent 5 texts and nobody responds. What's up?
Bro,
You guys don't like me no more?
Bro, he calls you, you don't answer. He's not stopping until you turn your phone
I'm the
off.
type of friend, so if I'm drinking, I'm buzzed up, and it's like 11:30, and it's probably like a Thursday night, even a Wednesday sometimes, shit. And I call you
should
once
be
and
in
you don't
bed,
answer.
ready for work the next
And
day.
if I call you once and you don't answer, but you responded to my text 30 minutes ago, I'm gonna call you 15 more times. That's the type of friend I am.
But on the other side of the coin, though, that means that
dude.
you're the type of friend that if one of these boys needed you, You're there.
See, that's me,
he's
and I
not
wish I
there.
had those guys around me. That's me.
not
You call
there.
me, I'm picking up every time. I like talking to my friends.
Who's the worst texter in the group?
I don't know.
Probably this guy.
Kevin. He won't respond to the group chat for
Yeah,
about
he
a
doesn't
month.
even read it. He'll come to the podcast like,
I'll tell
what
you this.
time is
I will
this?
say this. He's probably the worst, but he's the funniest. I'll tell you that. So like, it really makes up. It's crazy.
Literally Wednesday through Fridays, like I don't be on my phone because I'll be in surgery. So
And he,
For those
he
that don't
silences
know,
the shit,
yeah.
won't even look at it.
Yeah,
Do not disturb.
I'll put my
I'm not
shit.
checking the
I put my
email.
shit on surgical
silent,
tech.
yeah.
He's getting active.
Dude, you're doing important stuff though.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so sometimes
for
I get
sure.
mad at him too. Like, oh, you know what? He's saving lives. You know.
Dude, I said before this, my Asian parents would be proud of you.
Yeah.
They'll adopt you yesterday, you know?
Shout out to all the Asian parents out there, man. We love you.
Shout them out right now, dude.
all of them.
All of them.
Facts.
Damn.
So what do you do for outside of the podcast?
Dude, I mean, if it's not podcasting, I hang with the lady, man. Like, with being as busy with the podcast, I have to make sure that I got balance with life, right? So I do have my 9-to-5 job. I work a graveyard shift in biotech, which just slowly kills me. But it's when I had LaRussell on, he told me that your 9-to-5 is your first investor, which is
Oh,
like
yeah, for
something
sure,
that I
dude,
keep in
for
the back of
sure.
my mind, right? Like, so
Yeah.
with whatever you're doing,
Like we take pride in our 9-to-5s, bro. Because without that, we would not be here right now, sitting talking to you. You know.
hell yeah. And then having your 9-to-5s keep you like relatable, you know? Like
Yeah.
we are everyday working men type of thing. And that is a good foundation, especially in this line of passion where you guys are talking to people. You guys are relating to people. You guys are interviewing people. And yeah, I mean, like that's what obviously we would all love to make enough money from our passions to like be able to quit our shit. But
Eventually, baby.
eventually, dude.
Now, like you said, it keeps us grounded to reality. I feel like it reminds you that it's like, hey, every day is a hustle. Every day is a grind. And if
And
this is a
everybody has their
passion-
own hustle and grind.
Yeah, and if this is a passion, then we're in it for the passion of it, not just to make a quick buck out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. No, and it comes off that way too.
We're having fun doing this.
Well, on top of the fun, it looks like it's quality too, and it sounds like it's
appreciate
quality.
It's choice. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that.
No, thank you, bro. That means a lot.
Yeah, we really take pride in the fact that we're able to do this, but like you said, we're able to like kind of apply the same stuff from our 9-to-5s, you know, like the consistency, the discipline, the responsibilities, and just the upkeeping parts. Because like he said, it's fun, but it's not all just fun. It's also part of it is, you know,
work.
upkeeping, and part of it is, yeah, like you said,
And
hard
that's
work. And just
actually, I got a
sweat
good
hours.
question for you. From being from a podcast of us four, how like coming from a podcast of one, did you ever have thoughts? Because you did come from two, coming
Yeah.
to one now. How do you feel of the thoughts of coming from a podcast to 2 to 1? How did it change, and how do you feel about it now?
Pros and cons, and like it changed drastically. You know, I started off with my homie. Shout out to Alejandro. He's still one of my best friends to this day. But the dynamic changes. When you do a podcast with your homie, you're shooting the shit. You're getting mad at each other. You're repeating conversations, but it has that fly in the wall feel for listeners that I've heard before. But once it changed to just me and having rotating guests, the dynamic changes into more. It could be more interviewee, But what I try to do differently is that regardless if you're someone that I'm meeting for the first time, rather than just asking the conventional questions, I try to converse normally. I try to like just shoot the shit, ask you like, what's your favorite thing to do? Like, what are things like connect on like nostalgia. And that is kind of, I think would be my specialty, is that I kind of bring out the personality behind the rapper that no one ever gets to see type of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously there's space to ask about their artistry and whatnot, and that's beautiful too. But I think some of my favorite episodes are the ones where like, oh man, I forgot to even ask you about your latest project type of thing, just because we've been hitting it off.
Just talking so much. Dude, that's a good point to bring up. You make me want to ask, how, as a kid, were you always like outgoing, talkative, or like how did that come about? What made you into that, or was it kind of like just a transformation?
I think it was a transformation. I think in many ways I was introverted. I think growing up in an Asian household where a lot of what I felt was success needed to come from like academics. And that's what my brother was. He was like valedictorian at his high school. And so I always felt that my parents really treasured that aspect about him. And that kind of made me find other ways to seek attention, right? So like that way I became more performative. I started singing more because my dad loved it when I sang.
Oh, that's cool.
I started telling jokes in front of the family and like reciting like stand-up comedy jokes from our favorite stand-up comics in front of the family at family parties. And I think that's what made me start talking more. And then I was still pretty shy up until I moved to Benicia in the 7th grade. And then I joined the improv team in high school. And that's the thing that I believe really transformed me into becoming like a shyer kid into who I am now. Because with improv, that kind of thing has to, it teaches you to just remove all filters. It teaches you confidence. I joke around saying like improv is the reason why I have any ounce of game, because like I had to think on the fly. Yeah. Before that, I was like not confident, but like, the whole part of confidence and being like a confident speaker and doing something like a podcast is like, you got to get rid of a filter and just be confident in who you are, and just whatever comes out of your mouth is the thing that comes out, man.
So, dude, when you say that, I honestly is one of the biggest things I regret from high school days is, I don't know if it was called improv, but it was like that. I forget what the class is called, but it's like that. Drama, yeah. I regret not taking drama, even though like I think I thought about it so many times. Hell, people told me, but I mean, lo and behold, who would have known that we were on fucking camera like every other week? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like how you're saying, it's a fucking great skill to have, and I don't think I really started being vocal publicly like that until maybe our freshman year in college when we took communications, and you're just having to talk in front of everybody like random ass shit or what your project essay. It's
a true skill, man. They say dude. Public speaking is the number one fear in the entire world, and death is the second rated fear, which is crazy. People would rather die than speak in front of a crowd.
Right.
And you guys are doing it in front of a camera all the time.
It was rough. If you watch some of those early episodes, like
a couple shots of Henny will help too.
I feel that.
Our whole not our whole first season, but the first few episodes, we were for sure drinking before, because it was like,
dude, we were awkward as shit.
Yeah, if you watch
the
like
episodes that don't air, we'll release them, the unreleased tapes one day, just for shits and giggles. But bro, we were so weird, like. Just like, I mean, you could obviously...
Not me.
Yeah, he was. Because we're loose right now. You get used to it, you talk. But then like before we're even used to it, we're all just like looking at the camera like...
But it just felt with force. That's all I'd say.
Yeah,
it wasn't necessarily like weird. Yeah. It just felt like we were more like... and like more trying to overly articulate ourselves or overthink certain things. Whereas here now, like you could see we're just very on the fly with it. Like we just kind of...
And when it was at first, it was just us four too, just talking to each other. So like, how weird is that? So we're awkward with each other. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
because we talk to each other every day. What am I supposed to ask you? Like you already talked about your day.
Exactly. We're like, so what'd you do today?
Yeah.
How about the weather?
Well, that's how it starts out, right?
Yeah. And then it got supernatural to where we just were talking and talking about what we were trying to talk, the topics that we had. Because, the way we structured it too, the first season, we came with topics and we each had our own thing to talk about. So we got better at it for sure. Like we got on our own to get behind the mic, And now with season 2, like it's just blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So we came a long way to just, getting behind the mic for sure.
Well, dude, anyone with whatever they're doing, you have to put in the work. You got to trip and fall a few times before you become great at it, dude.
And even like that... Go ahead.
I was just going to ask, do you feel the same way looking back at some of your early tapes? Because I look back and you've been doing it for years, years. Like we've been doing it for years. We've just been live for a little under a year. So we're not even close to that. And we feel that way. So I wonder how you could feel.
In the beginning, when it was just me and my homie, it definitely felt like we were putting on a character because we knew that people were going to listen. Because we knew that people were hopefully going to listen. And so I remember that I felt that I had like a podcasting voice as opposed to just like being Christian, right? Yeah. At first. And I felt that it was forced. And sometimes I still hear it to this day because I'm still curating a show. Like the show has to go on. I still have to think of the next question. I still have to do research depending on the guest. But once you do it, because I've done it for a long time, that I've realized that not everything's going to be perfect. I can't always be on. I'm going to have some off days where I don't get enough sleep or I'm like delirious. And and it's just going to be what it is. And like, I think once I kind of took a backseat in understanding that, like, it became more natural. And it's the same thing with like trying to be funny too, dude. I noticed myself forcing jokes. And my funniest episodes are the ones where I thought to myself afterwards, I was just like, I didn't even feel funny that day, or I wasn't even trying that day. Yeah. And that's where the beauty comes out.
No, for sure. I felt that a lot, whether it's been clips or episodes, certain ones that you just feel like not as confident about your performance ends up doing way better. And you're just like, maybe I just gotta, we talked about that with Danny. Like, maybe I just gotta just throw it out there,
Yeah, dude.
You got to let them be the judge ultimately, because you'll be overcritical of yourself every time, right?
That's one thing about me. I just let it out there. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn.
You say 6 shots of Henny and I'm good.
Whoa, that's crazy. I don't know I got exposed.
Nah, but one
that.
thing I
I'm
do want to
just
ask, I
kidding.
mean, like you said, you've been doing it for a while, and what was one of the points where it was like, obviously you started getting into like this performative kind of character? What was like that point where you're like, okay, this is really something I think I want to pursue?
I think once I started to get DMs and messages of people saying, hey man, I was having a rough week. I listen to your podcast every single week and it's my favorite part of the week. I wait for this day for the episode to drop. And it really just makes me forget about all my troubles, right?
Yeah.
And also when it started becoming myself and interviewing guests, something that keeps me going is truly seeing how happy it makes some of these people that come through to my studio. Because yeah, sometimes I'll get guests that are pretty big, and I've had LaRussell and Neff and like some really big names in the Bay Area, which is so dope. But sometimes my favorite guests are the ones that feel like underrated artists that don't get enough love, or the opportunity to be able to sit down in a chair in front of a mic and showcase their personality or talk about their art. Yeah. And seeing their real-time reaction, like right after I stop hitting record, and they're just like, that was the most fun shit I've ever done. Or even better yet, them hitting me up later, or me running into them at an event and them saying, hey, because of your podcast, I was given this opportunity.
Yeah.
These people, like I had this girl on my podcast. Her name is Jay Dela Cruz. She's a dope singer from Vallejo. And because of our podcast together, she got cast in a short film. Stuff like that is dope.
That's awesome.
Sick.
Or like producers there's some producers that listen to my podcast and they find dope artists to collaborate with through my podcast. And I'm just like, wow. And then they send me the track that they made together. And I'm just like, what?
Mind blown,
Dude, yeah. I'm
That's
like,
surreal.
it's like I'm rapper producer Hitch. And I'm like, how the fuck did I
Give the boy the A&R credits.
For sure.
Dude, I mean, yeah, but it's all truly a humbling experience, because like I'm at the end of it all, like if I'm feeling that dopamine rush just through conversation, like I'm feeling right now, then I'm like, damn, yeah, I'm doing my job.
No, that's awesome.
That's the best part about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude.
And connecting with people that you look up to for what they do in their own right is part of the best part of doing something like this, and just being able to hear how passionately they're able to talk about something, or also be able to pick their brain, because everybody's, although we do similar things, we probably like we were talking about, even equipment and everything operates differently. And these conversations are
people
just fun
pick
to have.
people's brains differently,
Yeah, man, we could always learn from each other.
No, for sure.
I get excited about this because, like, with us doing similar, we're all podcasters. Mm-hmm. There's a Venn diagram there where even though we are essentially strangers to each other, there is a baseline similarity that we could connect on.
Yeah.
And that I mean, like that's what makes this so dope. That's why feels like it's flowing pretty easy.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely. And to take it back a little farther, like when was the first moment you realized you could do something like this?
I think there was a time where me and my homie Alejandro, after we stopped doing the whole bad movie podcast and we started interviewing guests and kind of like co-interviewing, there were times where he would tell me, and I take his opinion to heart because he's one of my best friends, that he would tell me like, hey man, like your interviewing skills are getting really good. And I'm like, wow, like I'm just a curious guy. I'm just I don't know. I'm just like a regular dude that's curious about the person that's sitting across from me. But when he said something like that, where he said like, hey, your interviewing skills are getting really good, that's like, okay, then this is a new skill I identified, right? New, what do you call it? A new move unlocked, right? And so I started to hone in on that. And then, I don't know, it got more fun and more easy too, to kind of flow in between. And you guys do it too. The flow in between conversation and interview, and like weaving in and out of that. That's what like a good podcaster, in my opinion, is. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I've heard your guys' episodes with guests, and you guys have done that, and you guys do it well.
Definitely, I appreciate that, bro.
Appreciate that. And honestly, just one thing, me personally, I know you've been doing it for so long. Like, what's probably one of your most? I know it's kind of cliche to say what's your most favorite one, but what's probably one interview that you probably gained some, like a piece of information that probably stuck with you for this whole entire time that you could probably, reiterate?
Oh man, there are so many, dude. There are so many. I mean, one interview I did was with Hokage Simon, who is LaRussell's pianist. And his interview is important to me because we talk about his cancer journey.
Yeah.
And getting a second chance at life does to a very talented person, and makes them appreciate, like, an artist that is so inspired by almost losing something like their life and then getting it all back, and what they do with that artistry because of that is so inspiring. Yes. So that was beautiful. There's this other singer, her name is Tyler Lauren. She's my favorite female singer in the Bay Area right now. She is so talented. With her conversation, it's one of those episodes where I'm just like, damn, I forgot to even ask you about your music, because I feel like we've just been homies for the longest time. But then when we do talk about her art, we reach those pockets where it's truly sentimental, and I could see how much it means to her. There's a clip that I posted where we highlight just like, there's a bunch of scientists out there, there's a bunch of like engineers out there, but there'll never be another Tyler Lauren. Like, we will have people that can create the next piece of technology. We'll figure it out, but no one will ever write a Tyler Lauren song the way that you do.
Yeah.
And I could see how much that conversation really impacted her, and like, and I'm just like, fuck yeah, this is why I do it. Mm-hmm. And like, I hope that that put a smile on her face like days later to think about it or watch that clip. But like, what we're doing here, boys, dude, we're whether we know it or not, we're we're changing lives a little bit, dude. This is dope. It's so definitely cool.
Yeah, I appreciate that. No, because I watched that one. That Tyler one was dope. I watched that one back when it came out pretty recent.
Yeah.
It had came out and I saw it and scrolled across it, and it felt so natural. And then as I've watched more of your podcasts, I've noticed the same thing. And you talk about weaving in and out of interviewing and just relating at the same time. How do you do it so like seamlessly, in a sense? Because it seems like it's just pretty natural in a sense for you. Do you catch yourself sometimes overthinking and thinking about that next question while they're still talking, or do you catch yourself in the moment every week? You know what I'm saying?
Good question, man. Great question. I do catch myself sometimes, because sometimes I get so lost in the conversation of whatever we're talking about that I think, oh shit, I have to think of the next thing I want to talk about. Or I need to make sure that I ask this question because I'm genuinely curious about what this person does in this facet. I need to ask that. But sometimes when the conversation's so good, I forget, man. But I don't even care if I didn't get to ask that question, because it doesn't even matter, man. It doesn't even matter. I think I've listened to podcasts where the subject matter wasn't necessarily the bread and butter, but like just the chemistry and the vibes, right? And sometimes I want to duplicate that, and I hope I succeed at that.
No, you definitely do, bro. It seems like super just natural and just like,
Thank you.
just bouncing off each other. And it just feels like, you're kind of just, like you said, just a fly on the wall, just listening to two passionate people, usually very curious about one another. That's what I've noticed. They're asking questions back oftentimes. And you make it a really back and forth experience, which I find really dope. Because sometimes I catch myself even in interviews where we're just like kind of coming at them with questions. I'm like, let's the the personality come out, like type thing, because you want that banter. And
it's the tennis match, dude. Even with you four, I feel like we're kind of playing it, dude. Yeah. And it's fun.
It is.
But I think if I could say one more, I think the most important moment of my podcasting career and I've talked about this once before, but I do want to talk about it again. But the most important thing I've done with my cameras and microphones and my equipment is one of my best friends, like 2 years ago, his mom was going through cancer. And he had asked me, knowing my skill set and what I do with my podcast, he asked me like, hey man, can you bring your equipment to my house and can you just interview my mom about her life?
That's gangsta.
So I did it. I had set up 3 cameras. I had 2 microphones. I had 3 microphones. He was in the episode 2. And we got to learn about her life. We got to learn about her life from the Philippines all the way up into coming into America and raising all of her children. And it was beautiful to do that because she sadly passed away. Now he tells me, dude, some people only have text messages or voicemails from their deceased loved ones. But I have a full 2-hour conversation with my mom, recorded for eternity. And you did that. And he tells me that he listens to it every now and then when he misses her that hard. And that he thanks me. And I didn't record that for me. I didn't record that for any clout. The video is unlisted. You cannot find it on YouTube, only if you have the link. And it's for him and his family.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And he tells me that when times get hard, that he listens to that. And it just makes him feel like he's with his mom. And I think that is single-handedly the most important thing I've ever done.
That's beautiful.
With my podcast and with this skill set. So if there's anything I take with me, it's that moment.
No, that's awesome.
That gave me goosebumps, bro.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. With that being said, though, like for our viewers, what is something like for that you want our viewers to know? Like, what is the message that you have for your podcast? Like when viewers come to your podcast, what is the message that you have to offer them? You know?
Oh man, it's in the title itself, dude. It can't be that bad. Nothing can be that bad. Everything's hard. The people that persist and become successful or whatever you want in life, really the mantra of it is just, if you keep going, if you keep doing the damn thing and do it well, then you're going to get something out of it. There's a lot of people, for example, podcasters that buy the equipment, shoot 2 episodes and they're just like, nah, it's not for me. You know, I had to go through the trials and tribulations and fuck up a bunch of times to get to where I'm at now. And it's nowhere near where I want to be, but am I proud to take a step back and take a look at the whole damn thing and be like, yeah, I did that? Absolutely. And if there's any like listeners or creatives tuning in on this episode or for your listeners that want to start their own thing, do it. And when you do it, fall in love with it. And when you fall in love with it, understand that with love comes some hate. You're going to fucking hate what you make. You're going to hate yourself a little bit, but that's because you love it that much.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fuck, man. Like
and the love keeps you coming back.
Keeps you coming back, dude. You get you got to be obsessed with it too, dude.
Oh yeah. It's like boxing, bro. You got to be okay with getting hit and falling down and just get back up and be like,
dude.
fuck it. All right. It's people, we talk about it for all the beauty and all the fun that it is, but also, you know, sometimes we'll try to touch on it, but it's not all. That glitters is gold. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
it's tough.
it is tough. It is.
You got to be delusional to it almost, like, because it's fucking, it's a mental game. It's a physical game. Like, it's tough as a motherfucker. Like,
I say that all the time, dude.
and for the starters that are coming about, like, it's not going to be a breeze. It is tough. You're going to have to put some money out of your pocket into this. You're going to be like, God damn, when am I going to get this back? You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't stop. You're going to have guests that don't show up or guests that
You're going to have
play
trials
with
and
your emotions.
Yeah.
You're going to have this, that, the other. You're going to have technical difficulties. Today, our editor didn't send us the...
But with everything you're trying to do, it's a learning curve and it's all part of the process. And as long as you can just keep going and take the punches with it, it's going to work out, you know? And when you can feel it in the air that it's going to work out, that's when like the beauty is really like there. You know what I'm saying? Because when you can feel it in the air, like, oh, you know what? I'm tired as a motherfucker, but I can smell it. I can feel it. It's coming. We on the way. It's a beautiful feeling, you know?
Well, yeah, like Chris said, man, fall in love with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what all of us here can say we feel in our craft is that we fell in love with it. That's what keeps us coming back.
Yeah,
And with anything you're trying to do, with anything, I'm not talking about the podcast, with anything, when you feel it and you know it's coming, like it's coming. So just keep at it, keep grinding. It don't matter. It's tough for everybody, but with whatever you're trying to do.
I think you guys are on the precipice of something, though. I think you guys are doing it, and you guys are doing it right. It looks good. The thumbnails look great. That animation intro in the beginning allows me, as someone that I believe my product is quality, from that perspective, I can notice that you guys are quality too. Keep that shit up. And for as short as you guys been doing this thing, I'm like, it's dope to be sitting right here.
No, I appreciate that, bro. I really do.
It's dope to have you right here too, man.
We just try to be the motivation to like the average Joes, because that's all we are.
Yeah, dude.
We're just trying to be the motivation to the average Joes to like, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Oh, dude, and you guys are so relatable too. Like, not only can you guys have these conversations, but like, I mean, I think one of the first episodes I listened of your guys's was just a few episodes ago. It was like the red flags episode.
Okay,
and
yeah.
that shit's
That
so
one,
funny,
yeah.
man. Yeah, and then I
And
did
that's just us right here at Starbucks just talking like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
See?
People don't realize, but well, I think we said it in the episode, but we got ghosted by a guest that was a big guest that we were gonna have, our biggest yet, I think, and we got ghosted, unfortunately, and we kind of had to on the fly, like just come up with some questions and just make it happen within those like 30 minutes that we were setting up. So we just wrote some questions down and sat down and just.
Yep.
Shot this shit. So that, like you said, that's all
The
it was.
show must go on, dude.
Yes, sir.
Because you guys were in LA for that, right? You guys had like a studio space. You guys like, all right, well, we got the space. We got
I
to
was
just.
pissed as fuck because I had to drive out there dolo. These fools all mobbed together, so I'm like, I drove out here all by myself after a fucking long day at work. I was like, there's a motherfucker to flake on us.
It's cool. You got some cool clips out of it, because you were saying some many things. But that's the beauty of it, man.
It was fun, bro.
No, you guys are killing it. Like, it's cool. Like, once again, it's just like I feel like we just got out of class or something and we're just kicking it at the crib talking about whatever. I feel like we're about to like bust open the yearbook and like look at all the.
Like, you remember her?
I got her number. I got her number. I got her number. I got her number.
I didn't get hers, but I know she wanted to give it to me.
That's how it be anywhere though. Like when you just get a group of guys together, you guys just be talking. You know what I'm saying? Like it's easy. That's one thing too I want to bring up too. Isn't it crazy how guys can just get along so well, but females they just can. They cannot. What is the story on that, dude?
I think we're simple. That's why.
Is that what it is? Because
We're relatable.
me and my I don't have a significant other, but like when my boys and their girls get together, with their boys and their girls get together, it's always something with the girls, right? Like shorty don't like shorty or whatever it may be. But the homies, the boys are just chit-chatting. It's their first time meeting and they having a grand old time, huh?
What I would say is I think the most simplistic difference is I think like us as men, we look for like what we have in common.
Yeah.
And I feel like women sometimes look for what's different out of each other. You know what I'm saying? Like the first thing you're pointing out is, no, she's like this, no, she's like that. Whereas us, we're like, oh, you like the Kings, bro? I love the Kings. Bro. Like,
exactly.
Like, Vivi, let's talk about it. Like, we're, you know.
And it's crazy though, because like, come on, you guys
a
know
good
for a
point.
fact it
That's a
happens
good
like that.
point.
You know, it happens
Dude,
like
it
that.
truly is like that, man. I just bonded with the coworker because we were just like, Warzone? And he was like, Warzone?
And it's your first time. It's your first time meeting Kat, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like a primal instinct.
Exactly.
Like,
Whatever it may be.
Yeah, well, yours just but the thing with girls, I believe, even though there are more layers and they're more complex, when they do find those ride or dies,
they're ride or die.
they're glued
Yeah,
together.
for sure.
they
There's that
bond
part.
deeper than like,
Inseparable, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's like, but when they fight, they
Fucking fight.
Oh yeah.
When dudes beef a little bit, either we're silent about it, forget about it, and we're cool again, or we talk about it real quick, and then we're just back to like Warzone. Warzone, yeah.
Big on letting it cool off, whereas
yeah,
girls
yeah.
like the explosion has
You
to
still
happen
mad
one way or
at
another.
her? Damn.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man, like
Like
my
she wore the same shoes as you.
It's all right. They're cool shoes. I get it.
You guys both look great. Come
I get it. They're cool shoes.
Oh, dude, like, yeah, when my girl vents to me, I'm just like, I didn't realize it was that complex.
Like Jessica meant that all by just
That
liking it,
observation. Yeah, dude. I was just like, I mean, I do watch trash reality with her, so I kind of understand like how
This
she
guy
breaks.
loves trash reality, dude. He
What you
loves
watching,
it.
man?
He loves Love
my girl
Island.
watch it all, so I just watch it.
And so you were watching Love Island in solidarity.
Dude,
Yeah.
I love Love Island, but this season I just refuse to watch it.
His favorite quote is, "I left my heart in season 6."
Okay, I did. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I did. And then this season I try to watch it, and then the contestants are just like, they're not about love, dude. They're not about love.
Dude, I'd love to see
They should
you
throw
as a
my man Bucci
contestant.
out there because that's what they was on right now. They was on Bucci time. They was on Bucci time.
Imagine him, he'd be heartbroken by 3 girls in the first day.
Bro, 3 hours in, he'd be fucking ready to leave. Like,
He's said you like me.
Dude, well, why is she pulling in for a chat, bro? What's up with that? That ain't right.
Oh, dude, in the span of 10 minutes, pulls 3 girls in for a chat.
Like, you're my shorty.
You got confidence in me like that to pull 3 chats? Hey, I'll fuck with y'all. Hell yeah. My boy K-Tito, he better go season 8, he said.
Do it. A new bombshell has entered the
That's
building.
Could you imagine one of these fools on Love Island?
Hey, they don't want to see me on Love
They would
Island.
cut it first week. They'd see some of our podcast footage and they'd be like,
voted off so
they're
quick.
out.
Dude, they were yanking some of these contestants out because of something they said from 5 years ago. or something
That's
like
what it
that.
was. I didn't keep up on it, but like, yeah, I did see like the controversy of some contestants and how they had some shit lingering around. Yeah.
That's why I never want to get that famous.
That famous?
I want to get famous enough to our work.
But do you think your tweets are still out there like that? Or
I deleted them all.
Dude, I'd love to see Kev on
Facebook somewhere out
you know
there.
Kev like that?
Dude, I mean, just from what I've gathered from this podcast, it'd be hilarious to
No,
just like
you-
have one of those like
You
interview
don't
sessions
even
with Kev.
know this dude is hilarious,
Dude,
bro.
Kev would have thrived on the office.
This guy
Kev would have thrived on the office.
when we can, this guy's gonna have his own reality show. Like that's what we're thriving for. Is
I
like
don't know if these guys are talking out their ass.
this dude is too funny, bro.
And that's the beauty of it. He doesn't even see it.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't realize the genius behind his hilariousness. Like that's what I'm talking
Because he's
about.
dead ass serious. Like the other day, we were talking about you in the podcast. Aaron says, "Hey, pull up at the house at noon." And Kev's like, "For sure." Pulls up at like 1:30, and then Aaron's like, "Dude, we told you to pull up at noon." He said, "Noon isn't a specific time. You could have had 12:30.
Noon is 12 o'clock. I could have said fucking noon 30. That means 12:30. Like pull
He
up.
said that. No, he said that. He was like, "Well, noon 30, noon 45."
Like what the
Like,
fuck does
time
that
at noon?
mean, dude?
He said,
Noon
what
is
time?
12 o'clock.
What time at noon?
What? That is crazy.
Is
There's
it
nothing
not,
wrong with
dude?
it.
I was
We're
like,
just
I don't know what type of where you grew up in
he's
the
dead ass
Pacific.
serious. He's
Eastern-
dead ass serious.
Yo, but if they had said 12 p.m., then you would have been like, I'm there.
I should have said. I should have said. Oh,
I'm the type of guy
600.
where like I need a time for everything. Like if I don't have a time, like I will show up late.
And you give him the time, he shows up late.
Yeah, you could tell him 12:30. He's gonna show up at 4:30.
12:30, I'll be there 12:35.
Listen. He's getting married. Like he has to walk down the altar at 1:30. He's barely shaving his beard at 1:30. Like that's straight up.
Last week we had the guests waiting on him and everything, and then he answers the phone. He's like, "What's the episode?" We're like, "Bro, we're waiting on you." He's
No,
like,
we said
I thought it was
6:30.
6:30. We're like,
Mine was like 7 o'clock. He doesn't check the
It
group
was
chat.
6:30, and then they're like,
Originally, we said 6:30.
5.
Things change.
I took a nap. It was a
when
Saturday.
you
What the hell?
run a
I'm tired.
business, you need to check the group chat because shit changes. So shit changed to 1:30, and he was still on 6:30 time.
You got to do individual texts is the thing because I'm gonna protect Kev
And he's
here.
not gonna lie to
Thank
you.
you.
He has
Thank
our
you.
group chat on Silencio.
I got a
See?
few group chats on silence, bro.
He's fucking spamming that shit. So
The
it's
only
like,
time he
hard.
replies is if we're like, we're gonna go to In-N-Out or go get some tacos. That's the only time he replies.
I reply about the podcast, bitch, and then
don't
when I'm
re-
available to
He
reply, I'm
don't reply
available.
any other time. It's
Dude,
not-
I got some boys that'll try to make plans with me on Instagram message. Like, what are we?
Okay, tell them
what
to get
are
a
we
life.
doing?
Tell them to get a grip. That's exactly what they get a grip.
Instagram message is crazy.
Yeah, for like one of my boys, you know,
Yeah,
like
How old is these cats right now?
they're 32 as
It's
well.
like, just call me,
Get a
bro.
grip.
Give me a call.
Yeah,
Get your fucking life together.
yeah, and then he'll proceed to it'll be one message that says, "Hey, what time on Saturday?" And then he'll proceed to send me 5 reels, and so that shit gets lost up there. And so I'm just like, I never answered him, and he'll text me, be
You
like,
need
"Yo,
to cut
man."
this guy out of your life. Is what it sounds like, dude.
God, dude. Chill.
Does he not have a phone? Does he text you?
No, I think he just any
Get a
form of
grip.
communication.
He has an iPad with Wi-Fi off his baby mama's. That's what it is. Exactly, bro. That's what it is.
Dude, I'll take pigeon carriers instead, man.
He rather.
Take us
That's
back
what
to
it is.
those days. Give me some heartfelt written emotions on a piece of like
Yeah,
parchment.
dude.
I was in the 5th
But I
grade.
forgot cursive.
You said you forgot cursive?
I still write. I write in cursive to this day.
It takes me long.
I doodle in cursive, like when I'm at work.
Dude, but the whole point of cursive was to save time.
Supposedly, allegedly.
Because you don't lift your pen off the paper as you're
My
writing
3rd grade
cursive.
teacher, baddie. But hey, hold on. Come on. Why you guys
When he was
laughing?
in the 3rd grade.
Hey, when I was in the 3rd grade, I knew I loved them bays. Hey. But for real though, she taught me cursive, and to this day, I still got it.
You seem like one of them 3rd graders that was like,
Flossy.
Yeah,
Yes, exactly. Give me some skin, bro. That was exactly me, bro.
He was the one doing that, and he had like the size shirt too small. The belly was sticking out. He's like protruding. Like
No, it's crazy. This guy
he
didn't
got a couple silver teeth.
This guy didn't know. Oh, damn. Don't disrespect my parents like that. I had great dental care, bro.
dude, the
That's
silver
crazy,
teeth
bro.
was the original grill. You know what
That
I'm
wasn't
saying?
me, though. This guy got too dark in the summers, bro. He had to wear a hoodie. Not gonna lie.
Facts.
So
facts.
who's laughing now?
Hey, I
He had to stay off the blacktop. Straight up.
I'd be when I was younger. I think so. My parents, we didn't have a pool, but one summer, my dad bought me the little 4-foot like blow up pool. You know what I'm saying? That motherfuckers had to kick me out of the house and send me to like the homie's house so that they could clean that shit because I was in there every day until that bitch was green.
The pool?
No.
The pool, bro. And it was like the blow up one, so it doesn't have like a filter on it or anything. You just have the little chlorine thing in there. So I'm in there every day. Just as soon as I get home from school, I'm telling my friends to come over. It's like 5 deep in a
It's
little
got the
4-foot
long
pool.
shavings in it. He thought,
Dude, so much grass, dirt. It's all green.
You didn't care at all. You were
I
just
didn't
like
give a fuck,
body
bro.
of water.
I'm in there. My parents literally had to be like, "Hey, go hang out with your cousins today," or like, "Hey, come pick him up and take him out of here." I come back, the pool's fucking spotless.
Hey, he don't know how to swim, but he's fucking in the pool right now. So.
I'm a great swimmer. I'm Michael Phelps in my generation.
I didn't ever learn how to swim, and I spent
To this
5
day?
birthdays in Waterworld. To this day, I mean, I could get from point A to point B, but stick me in one spot, I'm going down. I can't tread like that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because I just spent too many days in the lazy river in Waterworld.
I think me and my sister took like 2 actual real swim lessons, but then like I quit going because I was complaining because I was like, I just want to swim. I was like, they're trying to tell me to backstroke and float on my back.
I did the swim lessons. I did like the whole summer certificate. I got the whole certificate and everything.
Nah, but I've always loved the
They
water.
got certificates for
Oh,
like, hey,
yeah,
my
dude.
son knows how to swim.
Oh yeah, I'm qualified to save a life.
He was honor roll in swimming class.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's a thing. I mean, I
The
don't know,
certificate
dude.
is he's not qualified to say no life.
He got Gator of the Month.
He got the smallest trophy they could have.
Hey, they're just mad they didn't look good in a Speedo like I did.
I'm glad my parents didn't have me in swim class looking like a fool.
That's why you don't know how to swim to this day.
I do though. We had a pool in my
That's why
house.
when I was drowning, you couldn't save me.
I didn't want to.
And that's why your mama's chicken was dry. I'm kidding.
That's why I don't care that you hurt your elbow.
What a crazy jab, dude.
That's crazy.
Someone's mother's cooking is crazy.
You know what's crazy is Leanne watches this shit too, so she
Leanne, your cooking is amazing. Aaron
love
is
you,
a
Leanne.
piece of shit.
I know. And she took me to
She's our
Thanksgiving.
most loyal follower.
She took
That's
me.
sweet,
watches
dude.
every day.
She took me to Thanksgiving like 2 years in a row, and the food was
took you to
immaculate.
Thanksgiving?
She took me to her Thanksgiving 2 years
Hey,
in a
but
row.
you just said it was dry.
That was a joke.
Hey, the silence says everything.
That was
bro.
a joke.
It's all good, bro.
An
We ain't
unintentional joke that I take back wholeheartedly.
No, we ain't tripping.
Damn, that shit rolled off your tongue too quick. That's why your mama's chicken is dry. Is
Crazy.
those are fighting words.
Those
dude.
are-
I'm sorry.
words,
Turn
bro.
off the episode now.
Dude, at least your
Save
mom
your like.
watches.
Save your like this week.
My mom still calls my podcast a blog, and I don't know what the fuck that means.
Dude, no, shout out to Chris's mom because my mom doesn't watch it. She knows what we do. I love my mother, but I just think she doesn't want to see me talking all the shit that I be talking.
She already got to hear you talking when at home.
I'm about to say I'd be acting like this at home. She gets enough of me. I'll tell you what.
But she just knows it's recorded for eternity now. That's why.
Shout out,
Damn.
brother. She's like, I'll just fucking wake up any random day and hear you talking like that.
She doesn't need to turn on YouTube for that.
I got funny stories about this guy and his mom, actually. I'm gonna lie.
Let's hear one.
This guy got drunk as fuck one night. I'm sleeping in one room down the hall, and this fool walks down the wrong side of the hall. The bathroom is literally around the corner from him. He walks the wrong way down the hall, and he couldn't find the bathroom, so he panicked and just pulled his wee-wee out and starts leaking it into the hallway. And I wake up to like a fountain. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on? And then all of a sudden I hear his mom, boy, what are you doing? And he's like, and she like grabs him and like walks him to the bathroom. By then he's done, he's done. So he's in the bathroom, and then she gotta go get the mop and clean this shit up. And I'm in the other room, just like, oh, he done fucked up now. You know, I'm over here though. I'm sleeping. I ain't going out there. I'm done. And I was like, damn, hey, he had a good night though, mama. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, I don't remember doing the act, but shout out to, what was that? Probably like 2 years ago, St. Patty's Day.
It was a wild night, dude.
Yeah,
And it was funny, and I was like, damn, he leaked down in his hallway.
That's not even the worst of it. I think at one time when I was younger, before I was even 21, I came back to Sac. I don't know who I was with or where I went, but we went out and got fucked up. And I come back, and then they had to pull me off the toilet. I was butt ass naked. Like, I thought I had to shit. I wasn't doing nothing but sleeping on the toilet.
Just sitting there.
They slapped my ass and told me to wake the fuck up and put my clothes on. And I'm like, Jesus.
You were at your house or you were at a house?
I was at my sister's old house at the time.
You guys want to hear a crazy story?
Let's hear it, dog. Come on, spit it out.
Man, when I was in high school and I first started drinking, we were drinking like either Captain Morgan or Smirnoff.
Damn.
Yeah, it was real bad.
What's
Captain was
Smirnoff?
my
Is
shit when I
that
was
a
broke.
vodka?
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds like some.
I said when I only had $16 for a handle, Costco Captain Morgan was my shit.
Dude, yeah, everyone was drinking Captain Morgan.
Oh,
And
see
it was,
me. Shout out to the Food for Less on Hesperian Boulevard. I was stealing bottles all day from there.
whoa, really? I
swear
oh,
to
you were
God.
getting it for free at least.
Hey, if that case is still open, we have him right here.
Hey,
I mean, if it wasn't Four Locos, it was either like it was gonna be Hennessy with the family, or if it was just me and the homies, it was gonna be Mickey's or Smirnoff or Captain Morgan. And we would black out at my parents' house. And sometimes, or we'd go to a party and I'd get dropped off blackout drunk, dude. And I'm kind of scared to share this story, but damn, dude. Well, I'm here already. So there was this one time I didn't have a TV in my bedroom, but we had a TV like downstairs. And man, this is going to be weird context. My mom has a doll room, right?
A doll room?
Because it's this whole thing where she grew up in the Philippines without any dolls. And
She
so
got Isabel down, or what's her name?
Annabelle.
Yeah, she collected all these dolls right when she moved to the States.
Okay.
And so she has one entire room dedicated to like dolls. And there was a TV downstairs. I didn't have a TV, and we had digital cable there. And with digital cable comes HBO. And I was blackout drunk. I barely even remember this. Anyway, all I remember was me waking up the next morning, sitting in front of the TV on a chair that I'd pulled out, booty ass naked.
Oh, no. Hey, hold on. It's okay. I got some wild stories.
And from what I could recollect is that I tried I tried watching porn, doing my thing,
Tug went out.
and I fell asleep mid-tug.
I woke up like this. And I woke up like, what the fuck?
And I was like,
Damn.
hopefully no one walked in. And no one did.
Damn.
Or so that you know.
Dude, it's another secret your dad's keeping from you.
My dad walked in.
He went straight to the pray.
He was like, I'm
Walk
going to
right
pray for
back
him.
out here. Be okay in the morning.
Right back out like, you're doing overtime today.
Yeah.
Right.
My question is like, why was I booty ass naked though?
Why can't I just pull him down?
Like, you were straight. No, there was no
Why
clothes
can't I just
on.
unzip the whole room?
Yeah, what the hell?
You were dedicated.
I was dedicated, dude. I wanted to get comfy, I guess.
That's a
Hey, he was about to let a load off is what he was trying to do. Jesus.
funny.
Yeah, man.
I got a
good
crazy story too.
That's your crazy story.
Oh, I got too many of them. I can't.
We don't want to hear it. It's all right, bro. Our digital footprint is already bad enough.
Dude, so what about, you heard about that T app?
Yeah.
No, what you
That
talking
viral
about?
app, it's like T, dating advice for women.
No.
And so it's an app where they post pictures of men, and anonymously women will be out there saying their opinion or their experience with this man. Like, oh, he's a cheater. He's domestically violent. He's a manipulator. All this crazy shit, right? Mm-hmm. So that shit's going viral right now. Why did Kevin have all of us just like on what's going on? Because one of our homegirls hit him and was like, yeah, you guys are all on this app and they're
And so what happened with
speaking.
that?
Like they're speaking. We're not on it.
Yo,
It
dude.
didn't happen after she was just pulling our chain.
Yeah, she was just fucking.
She ended up
with us.
pulling our chain, but
I was just trying to get Kev back in the reel.
they had the gang sweating like, damn, we're about to get hit with the RICO case right now.
Not me. I don't talk crazy like that.
My girl was telling me, I didn't know about that app. I guess they had turned into an app because she was telling me that there would be Facebook pages. Of
And that's where it originated from, that
and then,
people are
yeah.
on Facebook sharing their stories with these guys, or like just putting fair warnings out there. But now it's like a whole app. You got to verify that you're a woman. You have to.
You can only use it if you're a woman. Only.
Yeah, it's confidential, and it's really, and the purpose of it is to help women date safer. Or
that makes sense.
Can't screenshot, can't do none of that. You can't like share it on FaceTime or nothing. It's like private like that.
Holy
and
shit.
think like this, like basically, if you're talking to a girl for the first time, you just put a picture of her. It was like,
So they're kind of just exposing
what's up with
this
this
guy?
girl? And the guys just came and commented her whole past.
Yeah.
They're able to put a green flag or a red flag on the
Wow,
picture.
dude.
Yeah, it's a lot of scorned women on that app. I'll tell you.
Yeah, I could believe it. No, and I understand the purpose, like date safer. But I could imagine there'd be like one guy that just fucked up once and then
Ruined it for everybody.
yeah, I don't know.
But also on the opposite end of the spectrum, like you said, it's safer for women. Like fuck, who for all you know, like there's
Yeah,
a crazy
true that, 'cause
ass
there's
guy
some
who's just
weirdos
gonna
out
beat
there
the
for
shit out of
sure,
you,
yeah.
kill
Yeah,
you
see.
even, like you know what I mean. And the
Yeah.
people can actually get a
And isn't it
a fair
weird too? Like
warning.
in today's day and age with dating, like you got to really, really worry about that shit. Like
No,
it's
definitely.
crazy. Like back
Well,
in the
I mean,
day,
you
you should
never
just
know.
meet a nice guy and go out for a little.
And he ended up to be Ted Bundy. Like you never know.
you never
You know what I'm
oh,
saying?
isn't that crazy?
dude.
How
Well,
Ted
never
Bundy?
know.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was a
Exactly,
good
yeah.
looking guy. People thought he was just some average Joe. You know what I'm saying? And then he's
Yeah.
fucking cut him up the next day.
But then you're like, what's up with that? Like that's like the risk of taking of dating. But it's like, why are there some weirdos out there? Like what's going on nowadays?
I think
Like,
it's not that there's now weirdos. I think that now we have access to seeing how many weirdos there are.
Yeah,
back then,
is.
you don't hear about that shit so
Yeah.
often.
yeah, I
I
guess
think
you're
at
right.
first
yeah.
we were like, with less access, less phones, less
Yeah.
internet, everything. We're
And I
not
guess to
seeing
be-
everything. Now you got Amber Alert. You could go check on
Yeah.
your phone and see your old
This
gym
app,
teacher
yeah,
was
yeah.
arrested in 1967 or so. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I saw a church leader in like our
Whoa.
town that was on the
Really?
the
What?
Amber Alert website or
Ooh,
whatever,
that's
and I was like,
crazy.
I used to go to church and see this guy.
Yeah,
Like,
that's insane. I didn't
dude,
know.
why are
about that.
people weird, dude? I mean, like,
People, I don't know. Yeah, it's weird.
it's like, why do you gotta like? I don't know. First of all, yeah, shout out to that app. I mean, like date safer and all that stuff. Just to clarify, I was just like, are there guys on there where like,
I guess it's only for women. Like
Only women,
No.
but don't get me wrong. No, there are guys that will get straight slandered just because they hurt a girl's feelings or something. And,
That's- yeah, that's
and
what I
then
was
they
trying
have
to
a
say.
bunch of friend groups come in and just saying stuff about his genitalia or this, that, that. You will have both cases. But
yeah, that's what I was wondering. What I was talking about earlier is
No,
like,
for
yeah,
sure.
just because, yeah, if he had just a regular bickerment with his girlfriend and like it ended badly,
No,
but
definitely.
nothing wrong was done, he could get slandered pretty easily.
it's the same thing you see on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you see it and it goes viral for the right reason, and then you find out sometimes something goes viral and then the guy has a repost and the video shows the context and a girl's
At that point, there's two sides to the
there's
story,
always two
yeah.
sides to each story. It's not one safe all, but like he said, I mean for the betterment of things, it's really good if people use it the right way.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
but there
yeah.
are trolls and people in this world that don't
And that was just to get
necessarily
your name
always use
tarnished,
it right. I
yeah.
bet too.
Get your
Yeah.
name
With
charged for
everything
the wrong
good,
way,
there comes people
Yeah.
who misuse and take troll.
But if
It
you
sucks
use
though
it,
because then it takes less attention away from
Yeah.
like the shit that actually
exactly like I was saying, if
matters,
you're
you know
using
what
it
I'm
for the right usage of like making sure this guy don't get to you, like if he's a fucking scumbag or whatever it may be, like yeah, make sure this guy don't get around and fuck you over or whatever it may be.
But people are going crazy. Like there's hella videos of dudes crashing out.
wow,
Really?
Because they're on the app.
Because they're
Yeah.
mad because people are talking shit about the, or they're like, such a liar. And like at the
Well,
context
'cause
of the
it's true,
video is
then that's
going
why.
viral. Like, okay, the context, like
Heck yeah.
you're only making people believe that whatever they're saying on there is true. But like, who knows? Maybe you're right and you're just you're wrong. You're in the wrong place, wrong time, wrong people talking about you. But
Wow.
it's crazy. It's been taking the internet by storm. They said it's got. I barely started seeing it maybe like a few weeks ago, but they're already saying there's like over 2 million users on it.
Wow.
Insane.
Dude, this day and age is crazy with technology.
Right.
Because you're right. Back in the day, like let's say if there was a weirdo, that weirdo could do something weird to a woman and then just kind of dip out.
move states and nobody would have ever known.
Yeah, he does the same thing.
Use
so
a fake name, fucking yeah, it's crazy.
see, I mean, yeah, pros and cons with everything, bro.
Double-edged sword. But that's everything, right? With social media, with everything, internet, everything we have access to right now, you can utilize it for good or for bad. And it's up to you. I remember on our Splash interview, he said something about like, you can make positive decisions or you can make negative decisions. Just know that making that 10 1,000 times, you're going to have an outcome, whether it's positive or negative. It's going to be based off of what you decide to do. You know what I'm saying? And
it's our decision at the end of the day, right?
yeah, if we utilize it for like intentionally, we'll probably get it for the right intention, you know. But there are some people out here that just use the internet to lure people in, or to ruin people's lives, or to do this and to do that, and that's not okay either.
Scary times we live in, man. There's some keyboard warriors out there. There's some trolls out there on the internet that just are ready to ruin a reputation or just talk some mad shit about someone doing what they love. And that it's just so much power, as opposed to back in the day. I mean, shit. Like if you wanted to do something, you could just go out and do it, and whoever could criticize you actually saw what you did, right?
No, for sure.
Yeah.
So it's crazy times. But like, speaking of the internet, let's get a little bit back into the podcast in a little bit. I wanted to ask you, like, how has it been like navigating, you know, doing something like this? We've definitely had situations already where, you know, we get showered with love, but we've had situations where we get showered with hate, you know what I'm saying? And having to navigate not only the consistency behind it, but also everything that comes with it, negative and positive. Like, how's that been for you, and like learning along the way?
With anything, I mean, cause I'm like baseline kind of sensitive, right? Where if I could see any level of negative criticism about my craft, then I'll like take it to heart. Like I've definitely like seen some, cause I've had some clips kind of pop off, right? And with those clips, a lot of clips pop off because you're starting a conversation, you know? You guys have a few clips that have like gone pretty viral. You guys have read the comics or comments and seen some shit, right?
Yeah.
Not everything's going to be positive, but you kind of I just had to get through it, dude. And it's like that cliche thing of how some people say, with success comes haters.
Oh yeah.
Like you don't know if you're doing great without the haters. Like it comes with it.
You're doing something right if people are hating on you.
Exactly.
That means enough people are watching to hate what you're doing.
Yeah, dude.
Real shit.
What is something I just heard recently? All exposure is good exposure. Any kind of exposure is good exposure.
And no such thing as bad publicity.
No, for
I'm
sure.
a firm believer in that.
Yeah, dude. I mean, as long as you're a good person, like, cause you know, we're joking around. We shoot the shit. Anyone can take anything out of context, but I know that I'm a decent human, and that what I'm trying to say on a public platform is for what I think is the betterment of everything. But if someone doesn't fuck with my shit, then all right, peace, bye. You turn the video off, man.
Bro, yeah.
Yeah, if you had enough time to, thanks, you're helping the algorithm, right?
Yeah. That's what I was gonna point out, is it's almost like double-sided, just like we were talking about earlier. But you think about it, like, if people are commenting a lot, that tends to mean the video is doing well. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's like you're partly happy, but then you're also, like you said, a little sensitive of like the critique you're getting. And it's like, ultimately what you're fighting for anyway is just a bunch of people to give their take on your product anyway. That's really the end goal of what you want. So you might as well get used to it now. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what I tell myself. I'll look at something like, what do these dumb guys know about this? I'm just like, I'll get mad. Like, what do you got to watch the whole 2 minutes. We're not talking about this literally, but then, you know, you also have to realize, like, shit, you know, if this blows up, I'm going to get 1 million people to comment something that, because they're not going to do their research. Nobody cites their sources nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well just be okay with whatever
Talking
their first impression is, and hope the second impression changes their mind. You know
all
what
it
I'm
is.
saying?
And when you balance it all out, I know that I got people that really fuck with my shit because I hear it. I see the comments, I see the messages, and that's what I have to lean on, as opposed to the one comment from some dude from Alabama that owns a goat and is just like, I don't like what you said about, I don't think the Bay Area is the, you know, I don't give a fuck, dude.
Exactly.
So why would I let that ruin my day? Yeah, dude, it just comes with it.
No, that's dope, bro. That's dope. And honestly, a huge part of your podcast is the comedy side. I want to touch a little bit more into that. Of course. You do stand up as well. I want to hear kind of the origins of that, and like, you know, where you're going with that, what's coming next, like what we could look forward to, everything of that nature as well. Yeah, dude. Comedy has always been a part of me. I told you guys that I used to do it for like my family at family parties, but in a more organized sense, I did improv in high school. Started doing improv shows in high school. Then I did it in college, and
More recently, I got into stand up. I used to do stand up I started doing open mics in like January, February of 2020. And once I was getting into the swing of things, the world shut down. And I was just like, all right, I guess it wasn't meant to be. And then last year, I had this stand-up comic. His name is Guile, and he throws a bunch of shows in the Bay Area. And he knew me from when he used to watch my improv shows back when I was in college. And so he tapped in with me, and he was just like, yo, man, you should get into comedy. And I was just like, nah, man. And he was just like, it's low stakes. What could you lose? So he was throwing the show at this dive bar in Vacaville, and I started doing comedy there for like 5 people, 6 people, maybe 10 people, and half of them were like drunk and like heckling. But it was so much fucking fun, dude. I didn't realize how fun it was to just get up on stage, talk about your thoughts, kind of workshop. It's kind of like going to the gym. You go there, you're weak at first, but then the second time you go, you notice how much stronger you are and how much funnier you are that second time around, and you're learning. With singing and podcasting, since I've been doing that for so long, the growth, it's not as traceable. But with something as new as stand-up comedy, and you feel that joke that didn't work last week hit this week, you're just like, yeah, dude, I leveled up today.
That's dope.
And so I got kind of addicted. Back to what I was saying before, when you pursue like a passion, you got to be kind of obsessed. You got to hate it. I was hating myself when a joke didn't land, or why didn't this work out, or I missed this punchline. So I got obsessed. I went back home. I started writing. I did another show the next week, and that shit hit way harder. And that's how I knew progress was happening. And yeah, dude, I get addicted to it. I'm nervous to do it. But when I'm nervous about something, that just means I care that much, dude.
Yeah.
Because those chemicals are the same chemicals that are released when you're excited. So it just means I'm really fucking excited.
You're pumped for the fact that you're doing it.
Yeah, dude. I got a show tomorrow here in Oakland.
Dope.
Yeah, so that's my next thing. And then I'll be doing like the Sacramento Punchline.
Dude, when we'll come and make some
Oh,
content
for real?
it.
Yeah, you guys should definitely come through.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like in October 12th. It's on a Sunday.
But,
it's at
After
the
this, we'll lock it in for sure. But that's
Hell
something
yeah.
we're down to go, bro.
Dude, come through. Yeah, the lineup's gonna be dope. Yeah, I'll probably
Is
have
that
like.
where we went that one time, or where did we go?
Punchline, yeah.
No, we went to
that's
Laugh
Laugh
Factory.
Factory.
The Laugh Factory, yeah.
Oh yeah, they got that.
Yeah,
in
the
Sac,
Punchline's
too.
the one we went to when Ethan did it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. We didn't get to it.
No, definitely.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, since you guys are just already
Dude,
in
yeah,
Sac,
that'd be
dude,
awesome. That'd be
come
awesome.
through. I'll be posting stuff about it. Yeah, man, and like that's a pretty cool venue. But I think what blows my mind is that stand up is something that I had X'd out of my list a long time ago. Like, I don't think I could ever do this. I'd rather do improv.
That you're not gonna come back to it, type of thing.
Yeah, but then I met Guile, and he kind of just forced me to do it, and I fell in love with it, man. And like, I don't know what it turns into, but it can't hurt. It's definitely helped.
At least for right now, you're having fun with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's
And
dope.
That's what, like, the best you can have for it. You know, once it starts becoming like, not fun, it's like, do I even want to continue this?
Exactly.
You know,
I mean, and there comes, with these things, you need a level of self-awareness and understanding, like, okay, I don't love this anymore. But like I said before, like, even when I hate it, I love it. And so for as long as
because you hate it to the point where you want to come back stronger from it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, dude. Yeah, man.
As like anything comes, like anything you're trying new, like you're gonna hate it at first, but it's the fact that you want to progress from where you're at right now to be at least able to say like, okay, well, I learned this and this and this, and to say like I understood the game of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And it's only helped my podcasting.
Yeah.
It just makes me sharper, just makes me wittier. It makes me try a little harder. I don't know, with comedy.
And we'll be giving you good guests too, probably through just networking and
Oh,
stuff.
dude,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Because
in the opposite fashion, actually, podcasting has given me more opportunities to do stand-up.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the other way around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's pretty fucking
That's
cool,
awesome.
dude.
Yeah, that's
fucking
awesome.
dope,
who
bro.
would you say you pulled like inspiration from?
In terms of comedy,
Yeah.
dude, there's this Filipino cat. His name is Rex Neveretti, and he was the guy that I listened to all throughout elementary school, and how I started being kind of this funny guy because I would always do his Filipino accent. I would do that for all of my white friends because white people are just like, do the accent. And I would do it for my family and they'd be like, yeah, we sound like that. I think he is baseline one of my inspirations to keep it going. And now like it's a whole slurry of different comics that I dig. Shane Gillis is funny as fuck to me.
He's hilarious.
I don't have his same style at all, but I definitely pull from him. I do think Andrew Schultz is hilarious. I do like his storytelling. Not everyone likes him, but I do enjoy him as a storyteller. But there's a whole bunch of other comics, man.
No, he's dope. Those are the guys I think are hilarious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely dope.
Who do you guys like?
Shit,
Shane Gillis
I like Shane Gillis a lot. I mean, I like early Kevin Hart shit. Like that was just like,
early Kevin Hart was
laugh at
When
my
he was
pain
more
and all that.
relatable, dude.
Yeah. Before he got hella fucking stinking rich.
Yeah. So now he has like nothing to relate to the audience with.
Like when I was a young kid, I liked Joe Coy a lot.
Yeah.
I liked, who else did I like?
Bless you.
Dave Chappelle. Always been a big Dave Chappelle fan.
I was a big Chris Rock guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Masters at comedy,
Tucker.
dude.
Chris
Bernie
Tucker's
Mac.
hilarious.
Chris Tucker and
Eddie
Bernie
Murphy,
Mac.
bro. Like
Bernie Mac, dude, to this day.
Rest in peace, Bernie Mac.
Joe Coy to this day for
Those
sure.
old specials tend to be
Dave
like my
Chappelle.
favorite, you know, or the Cat Williams specials back
Cat
in the day.
Williams,
Oh my
dude.
God.
Bro,
Goated. Yeah,
Oh, when he's like in a whole outfit and everything, and like sweating tits.
Chronicles or whatever it was.
Yeah, dude.
bullets up there.
Beyond stand-up comedy, like who's your favorite like actor comedian that you like to see? You know what I'm saying? Like who's one that you
Oh, dude.
besides their stand-up, you know their stand-up is killer, but like who did you love to see like in the movies, like when it came to comedians?
I loved the Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill, that whole camp of funny people, you know,
Okay.
James Franco.
Danny
Like,
McBride, James Franco, all of them.
Dude, because I don't know if you've seen their outtakes, but half of their script, they have a skeleton of a script, but they improvise a lot of the jokes.
shit ton,
and they
bro.
just take the best ones. So I don't know if you've ever seen bloopers from Superbad. Superbad is one of my favorite comedy
That's a
movies
good
to
one for
this
sure.
day.
Dude, that's what I
To
miss
this day.
about movies like that of that era. Like nowadays, you don't see too many improv takes like
And
that.
no,
'Cause I mean, back in the
dude.
day, like you're saying, they'll do 30 takes, and it's like, okay, what's the funniest one we could
Will
use?
Ferrell was a big one who'd do that
Will
stuff
Ferrell.
too.
Yeah, man.
king of it, dude.
The outtakes from
Have you guys-
Anchorman.
I've never actually seen Anchorman. Yeah.
Dude, you gotta watch
I've
at
never
least the
seen-
first one,
yeah.
man.
And I think that's like the only Will Ferrell movie I haven't seen. I don't know what it is about
it's
that
one
one
of the
that I
best.
never
It's
got.
hilarious.
Yeah.
It's
If you,
hilarious.
if you don't watch the movie, at least watch the bloopers where he's making
Something-
Paul
yeah,
Rudd
yeah,
laugh.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, I
And
can't
Paul Rudd
imagine.
too. All those actors in general.
You watch all of his shit, even like
But-
Tropic Thunder, all that shit.
Yeah. Tropic Thunder was
my bad.
crazy.
What's the movie where he's playing basketball?
Semi-pro.
Semi-pro.
yeah.
Even semi-pro, where it's like you could tell some of that, like, they didn't write that. That had to be on the
Dude,
spot. Like, you
off
know what
the
I'm saying?
dome.
He's
The thing about it too, I saw Vince Vaughn. He was in an interview and he explained it too. How they don't make those comedy. They don't make comedy like that anymore because when it comes to selling the movie to these big studios, there's like a blueprint to what comedy is nowadays, to where what it is and how it has to be, to where you can't have the Wedding Crashers again. You can't have none of that shit again because these studios ain't buying it. You know, they got to play it safe and play it the right way.
Woke culture, man.
Exactly. And to
Well, I
where
mean,
Vince
back
Vaughn
then-
said, like, they're
back
not
then-
making that no more.
Back then, you could fucking make a $20 million movie and go and have and make a good amount of money off of it. Nowadays, these big ass studios, you're going and spending like at least $400 million for a budget.
Yeah,
And
dude.
you're
And-
gonna have to at least see
Yeah.
800 million to break even. Like, you know
And what
I'm
he
saying?
said too in that interview was what's going to come back is the whole cult era of the DVD style. Remember how like Waterboard didn't do crazy in the box office, but on DVD it killed?
Yeah, like Friday, all those,
That's what
yeah.
he's saying is like, that's how comedy's going to come back. It's going to come back with the Netflixes posting their video,
Not
their
in
movies or
theaters.
whatever. Not in theaters. It's going to be on whatever these platforms are able to perform the movies that these, productions are coming out
Dude,
with.
that's how I know all of these fucking movies.
Yeah.
It wasn't because I was watching them in the movie theater. It's because my parents had the VHS or
Exactly,
the goddamn
yeah, the
DVD on
DVD,
it. And that's all I had when we
yeah.
didn't have cable. So I'm sitting there every summer and I'm like, oh, you ain't seen this movie? Let's watch it real quick.
But it's crazy too how like the cult following of those DVDs like killed, like, because you didn't have
Shout out Big Lots.
Exactly.
Shout out fucking who else sold hella movies like that?
Walmart,
back in the day, they had the $5
Kmart.
movie.
Yeah.
Kmart,
Big,
yeah.
Big
Shout out
Lots,
to all of
fucking
them.
yeah, all of them.
That's why I love like Shane Gillis and Andrew Schultz so much. Is like Andrew Schultz, how he they wanted him to cut a part of his joke, so he didn't. He sold it straight to the people and ended up making millions off of just going direct with his special to the people. Or Shane Gillis, you look at Tires, he self-funded that and then brought that to different production companies, because a lot of people aren't, like he said, it wasn't a finished product. They had a roughed out sketch show that they had already put together, and basically, like, you know, they got a bunch of comedies to sign off on it and want to be comedians to sign off on it and want to be a part of it, but you know, they self-funded that. And then they got it for a second season and brought in people like Vince Vaughn and shit. And they even talk about how Vince Vaughn was, you know,
it's crazy
improvising bars and stuff.
He was,
you know what I'm saying?
Like he didn't have a script. He came in and did his thing.
And that's
and
what Shane Gillis
it,
does. So you're seeing like that's coming back, where the people are kind of, you know,
and that just goes to show
improv
how like
comedy's coming back a little bit.
Dude.
Sketch comedy is coming back a little bit. You're seeing Gillian Keeves and stuff like Dave Chappelle show and things like that, you know?
Yeah, it's coming back in different forms, and it's beautiful, especially if it's a self-funded project. And what he casted his friends, man. Can you imagine if you four were able to make enough dough from this podcast and just made a movie?
Bro, it'd be insane.
Where there was really just a skeleton of a storyline, and the rest of the work is, okay, just try to make Chris laugh.
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
Yeah, try to make Kev laugh, you know? And like, just say, as long as you're getting this point across, just try to make each other laugh, because that translates well on screen.
Yeah, and that's what they did. They said they wrote exaggerated versions of themselves so they could just play off each other, like, because they know how, the same way we know how to like pick at each other or make certain jokes that like are gonna hit each other. You know, it's like if you write that and exaggerate that, and then obviously improv and just pay off the chemistry, it just comes out so perfect. And like he said, we've been missing that in comedy. Now everything's a Kevin Hart movie. Like,
Bring it back.
Whereas I love Kevin Hart, but some of those movies
fuck
don't.
Kevin Hart,
They
bro.
don't. Heartbeat Productions, we love you.
I'm a fan.
But yeah, it's just like I think for a time period, there was really just comedies that were coming out that were just Kevin Hart and The Rock type movies, right?
Yes.
Where any
Hell of
studio
them,
would buy it, right?
Yeah.
Any studio wanted anything that represented Central Intelligence 1 or 2, right? Where it was like, okay, buddy cop movie where there's this makes sense. This will make us money. These are two A-listers that we could get on screen but they cannot improv. They cannot improvise, because if now it was a risk if they're throwing Jonah Hill and like Seth Rogen on the screen, what are they gonna fucking say, right? With how this day and age is rolling.
And then that goes to show too, like Seth Rogen, he went like Netflix too with a lot of his movies after like Pineapple Express and all that, you know, like he went Netflix production with it. What was that last movie that he did with the Dave Franco? That
I don't.
This is
the
man.
this no
The
that
Disaster Artist.
no. That was a good one too, though. Huh? That was a good one.
That was funny as hell.
But no, the one that he did with Dave Franco, they were like the Central Intelligence almost, but they were the
Kim Jong-un.
Oh,
yeah, the Kim
James
Jong-un
Franco.
one, yeah.
Oh, that wasn't Netflix. That came out, but Dictator.
The Dictator, but it got
Dictator.
shot on Netflix because Sony. Remember the whole?
Did it? I
You don't remember about all that? Yeah, because the whole production's like Sony didn't want to drop it, so that's why they went Netflix on it. Yeah, they dropped it on Netflix. Yeah,
Yeah, I remember when that
crazy.
movie came out. It pissed off
a lot of people.
It pissed off North Korea because
And that's where like comedy went south. Like everybody was just like, okay,
They're
yeah,
like,
we
we're not
can't,
trying to start
we
a
can't just
fucking
drop
war
anything.
over
Yeah,
a movie.
because you have Seth Rogen, and then you got the Wayans brothers too, who are dropping fucking explicit shit. And it's like, well, shit, where's comedy gonna go if you just are trying to block everything and hide everything? You know?
It is definitely a way different landscape. And I think I don't know, I think it's changing a little bit, but I kind of think it's going to still trend that way. Like, they're already setting it up. I could see it. Like, they're going to put out a buddy film with Drewski and Kaisadat or something. Like, you know what I'm
dude,
saying?
it's
Like, it's
already
already
on its
written.
way.
You know it's going to happen. Like, some of this stuff is just like you said, people already have chemistry and maybe they can't improv, but fuck, it could
But it's
sell
like,
to masses.
where did the
They want
Martin
the money.
Lawrences go? Like, where did all those guys go? Like, do we have that? Are those guys here? Are they coming?
old. They're just getting old.
Not even that though. Like, do we have those comedic actors nowadays? Like, do we have that?
There's not too many out there.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're getting old. Clearly, Kev. They're getting
Well,
old. That's
if
what I'm
they're
saying.
not
But
making-
where are the new up and comers at? Like, where's
they
that?
gotta come up.
Where are they at?
they have to
gotta
come
come
up.
up.
And if there's not going to be any new actors, corporations know that they can make money off of nostalgia and sequels. That's why we got Coming to America. That's why we got
Party
the
2.
new
House
Bad
Party.
Boys. That's why we got the new House Parties, because like we're all gonna flock to these familiar things. Doesn't mean that it's good, but everyone is down to watch Karate Kid now that they're pairing Ralph Macchio and
And
Jackie Chan. They're just like, what? That's the same universe.
And then they're just kind of scalping a bunch of content creators or famous athletes or famous rappers or something and throwing them in and casting them in movies and just putting them out rather than actually back in the day when you would get, comedians, and a lot of comedians would rise with their acting careers, like the Dane Cooks and a lot of them.
Yeah, dude.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You would see their stand up go with their movie career, and now it's like, shit, you just seen a bunch of Twitch
have you
Twitch
guys
content
seen
creators on TV shows
man.
and shit,
Well, because we live in a society where you could become anything regardless of where you start off. Just get that fame. We've seen it with the Paul brothers. We're seeing it with Drewski. Like, people are starting off on different platforms of digital media, and then getting to an A-list, right? Where did fucking Kai Cenat come from? Where did Drewski come? Like, they kind of had like an exponential spike in their career, right? But yeah, you're right. We're no longer getting the Dane Cooks who are getting these movies like Employee of the Month or Good Luck Chuck.
That was a good one.
We ain't getting none of those.
Jessica Alba,
Like, name a
co-star.
If you name well, if you name like you name like the big up and coming comedians back in the day, they would have all been on these top movies and stuff, right? Like all of them, as if they were trending upwards. Right now, you have a bunch of them, whether it be Matt Rifes and all these other guys that you're just seeing all over. Like you said, Andrew Schultz, a lot of that, and it's like, yeah, I guess Schultz has been in a lot of movies, but you're not seeing as many like main character, like early Dave Chappelle, and like some of those movies are early, like we talked about Dane Cooks or just anybody like Carlos Mencia. A lot of those guys, Joe Rogan was even on TV shows.
Yeah, dude.
Like, a lot of these guys were in film and on TV shows, and now you're seeing more of it trended to like whoever's popular, not the people who are writing well. I guess.
A lot of unconventional ways for people to get popular now. It was either, you're right, stand up gets you a movie deal, or you go join SNL. And if you're popular on SNL, then you do an SNL movie where it's based off of a sketch, right? Like Night at the Roxbury or Superstar, etc. And now it's just like, whatever, dude. Like, one of you guys could post a TikTok tomorrow, just throwing ass or something, and then you guys will get a movie deal or some shit, you know?
And you've seen people go viral overnight and they get booked for Rolling Loud, and then their performance shows that they just got viral yesterday.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
You know what I'm saying? It's
a TikTok song could pop off, and then you're gonna be on Outside Lands next year.
And they're gonna see a shitty performance because you're not ready for it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it feels like sometimes, is you're bringing in these guys to act, and it's like, I mean, good try. Like, I kind of felt like that when Lil Yachty was in the How High 2 or whatever.
Can't act for sure.
Whoa, I didn't see that.
Or LeBron in that one movie.
Oh, LeBron in every movie. Yeah, every movie. LeBron needs to stay in the production.
Cannot act, dude.
Oh, dude, LeBron was in the latest House Party.
Yeah, he's like, my house.
Yeah, what are you guys doing in my house?
Is that horrible?
That horrible.
They play basketball at the end. We'll play for it.
Yeah, play 1v1.
Yeah, he had to act like he'd really not call the cops if he lost. The whole thing was stupid.
That was cool. He had who was it, Juvenile, or who was it?
If you look
it was Kid Cudi that was in there.
But he's talking about Juvenile performed. And then back to
that's
Affleck.
right.
Yeah, the music cut out. Yeah.
Dude, man.
That was a fire. It had a lot of cool little drops in it. Or like cool little, what do they call it? Easter eggs?
Easter eggs, yeah.
Easter eggs.
But yeah, LeBron needs to give up.
Stay out. I mean, he's good. He's set where he's at,
Yeah,
man.
stay with podcasting. We love hearing you talk about basketball.
Stick with the Lakers.
Oh, he did Space Jam as well. I didn't watch that just because I knew.
Good for you.
Okay, I wanted to save my time, man.
Yeah.
I was excited to watch. Me and this will watch.
Yeah, we watched it.
We were so high, and I was just like, dude, what the fuck?
It was
Wow,
too-
being high didn't help.
It didn't help at all. I thought it was gonna be so good, nostalgic, funny. It was like
The
cringing the
cringers
whole
was
time. I was just
crazy.
like, oh my
Ooh, wait, I got a hot take. Do you guys remember Space Jam 1?
yes.
They had no business making Lola Bunny.
So fun.
That fine.
Why was she everybody's
that
first
fine?
crush?
Yeah, dude.
Why was she that fine?
Yeah, how could she put her bunny ears in a slick back ponytail? Like, why
Right?
is this doing something to my adolescent brain right
When
now?
she
you know?
blew it up, she's like,
Yeah, I'm like,
come
no.
on, bro.
Hell no.
Time to lock you in.
I too young for it to be feeling this way. I'll tell you what.
Is that not what she looked like in the cartoon? I don't know.
I don't think so. No, I think they definitely desexualized her.
And the
with
next
woke
one
culture.
for sure, because that's a big topic that a lot of people relate to.
Oh, dude, they're desexualizing everything though. You see the most recent Fantastic Four makes me miss Jessica Alba so much.
No, because Vanessa Kirby's not as sexualized.
Well,
Yeah.
I just also think it's nothing compared. Like
Because
Jessica
it's not
Alba,
Jessica Alba.
Jessica Alba to me.
Jessica
you know?
Alba was a baddie, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I
They
was
showed her like
they
at
put
least
Jessica
twice.
Alba with that actor. Like, what the hell? That
Clothes
dude was a
off,
square bear.
Yeah.
Jessica Alba could ruin my life tomorrow if she wanted
I'd be
to.
fine with it.
Have y'all been seeing the tweets
Right
about Pedro
now.
Pascal being like his anxious touch? Like when he
Yeah.
feels anxious, he just be like rubbing on married women and stuff. What is your take on
My
that?
girl showed me that and she said, "Oh no, look at him. He's anxious." I'm like, "Don't fucking fuck with that shit."
Imagine if one of your homies, or not even a homie, your girl's homie, somebody did that to
Yeah.
your girl and just was like, "Oh, it's an anxious touch." I'd be like, "Well, anxious touch Kevin or something, bro. Stay the fuck away." Like,
Dude, if I was anxious, if I was getting like a bout of anxiety and I was just like, just even touching the shoulder of a friend that's a girl, my girl would be like, "Fuck that. That's not anxiety. You're
no,
just."
he goes in and kisses people and stuff. I'm like, damn, that's too much.
it's
horny.
crazy.
What about the push that Hollywood has had on Pedro Pascal this past like year?
What
Have you
is
guys
it?
noticed that?
Yeah, ever since Last of Us.
He's been ever since last. He's been in fucking every
Everything,
goddamn not only comic book nerd fandom, but just like every poster I see, every commercial, every new movie that's coming out, Pedro Pascal is fucking front center.
I feel like Hollywood does that though. Sydney Sweeney had the same thing where it's just like, oh, people like him? Boom. Shove it in their face.
Shove it.
Yeah.
They know it's gonna make money. This is a sellable. Actors in Hollywood are products. How appealing is this product? Sydney Sweeney is an appealing product because of her personality. And and that's why we want to see her on screen, right? But then same thing with Pedro Pascal. It's all these like I don't know. I know my girl likes it because she feels that after seeing him as in The Last of Us, she felt like, oh, he could protect me. Like any girl that sees that has like an ounce of like daddy issues could see that Pedro Pascal can take on that role, man.
Up there for them.
Yeah. He called himself a daddy in an interview. He was like,
He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So it makes sense to me.
Yeah, it's Hollywood. I agree.
If you guys don't know what we're saying we want to see Seth Rogen back, not Pedro Pascal.
Dude, I love the Fantastic Four movie, but hey, Pedro Pascal, like, Hollywood, dial it back. I don't want to see him every goddamn movie. Goddamn.
Dude, he's in everything, man. He was in
like
that
the past
Oakland
10
movie.
Dude, he's been in like the past 10 big fucking movies that I've released in the past
dude.
year.
Where do you find the
he's
time?
in Gladiator.
Yeah.
We gotta see the boy Christian in the stand up the October. Come October, we're there, bro.
Dude,
Yeah.
please come through, man.
We're there.
Yeah, I don't know how long my set is, but the guy throwing it, his name's Artie. He said the more people I bring, the longer of a set he's gonna give me.
Oh, dude,
So,
we'll come
you
through
go.
like
Yeah,
30 people.
you got 5 on the list right now. 4 on the list.
4, yeah.
beautiful,
Yes.
man. Hell yeah.
No,
Cool.
7, 8, maybe.
Yeah, maybe we'll just bring a gang.
Just
fuck
mob
it.
out.
Dead ass.
No, bro, but before we wrap it up and everything, we want to one piece of advice to leave with not only our listeners but your supporters or somebody who's obviously, trying to do something maybe like you're doing or maybe just something at all. What's one piece of advice that stuck with you and you'd like to pass along?
Man, just keep doing it, keep loving it. And there's going to be moments of huge sacrifice. You're going to have to sacrifice your time. You're going to have to sacrifice your time with loved ones. But to become great at anything, you have to sacrifice a little bit of something. But with that being said, there's also balance too. I recently just had a conversation earlier today where it's healthy to do nothing, right? So because I get caught up in these bouts of where I'm always on the go. And I feel this creative guilt when I'm not doing something productive. But this person just told me that like, hey, it's fine to just recharge a little bit because if you spread yourself too thin, you're not going to be great at anything. And so, yeah. Do what you love, man. Fuck shit up.
No, definitely, bro.
Facts.
And outside of the stand up in October, what else could we look forward to coming from Christian Baltazar? And it can't be that bad.
Oh, dude, just look forward to more podcasts, more dope guests dropping. I have like 10 unedited episodes that I got to get to editing. And I don't know how feasible this is, but I do want to eventually throw some sort of live. It can't be that bad.
That's dope.
Where it'd be me kind of interviewing an artist for maybe 3 to 5 minutes, and then they perform a set in front of a live audience. And then I do a whole set of artists doing that type of thing.
That's
so
dope. No, that's
maybe
dope.
like a live talk show with performances. Still figuring it out, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
dude.
let us know. We definitely got to be there if you do that.
Yeah.
I definitely want to be there.
dude, and let's collaborate in the future, dude.
For sure.
Let's get an episode of ICBTB with all y'all on it.
No, definitely,
Yeah.
definitally.
Come on,
Even
for
if we
sure.
gotta, shoot here or something, or if we want to shoot elsewhere, if we could fit there, whatever the case is, and we definitely gotta have you come back and do a part 2 on
Yeah,
Unquestionable.
would
bro.
love to do that. And whatever you guys need from me in this journey, you guys know my skill set. If you guys ever need to borrow equipment or have me come through, I'd be happy to lend over some equipment because you guys are running a tight ship here and it looks good, it sounds good, and this was a blast. So you guys keep doing it. You keep fucking shit up.
Thank you,
Definitely.
bro.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
I can't. All I can say is ditto, bro. Your shit is so great. Inspires me every time I take a look at it and every time I watch one of your episodes. So just keep going, bro. Can't wait to see what other guests you got for us, and can't wait to see what other inspiration you got for us, bro. For real.
Hell yeah. Thanks, man.
Appreciate you.
No
Thank you
problem,
all
man.
for having me. Appreciate
Likewise.
it.
Yeah, no problem,
And
man.
don't forget to shout yourself out and where people can find you.
Okay. It's my camera right here.
Yes, sir.
All right, what's up? It's Christian Baltazar here from It Can't Be That Bad Podcast. You can follow the podcast at ICBTB Podcast. And check it out on all platforms. YouTube. I got video on Spotify as well. And check out the clips. I've worked really hard with editing this. I'm a one-man team. So I put my blood, sweat, and tears into these things. So like, subscribe, and follow. And, if you want to just chop it up, shoot me a message. I'm a nice guy.
No, definitely. Appreciate you, bro. And if you guys haven't already, you know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe, and then tune in again next week.
Yes, sir. Peace of y'all.
Love
Have a
y'all.
good one.